we're back. We are playing more of Hypixel Skyblock. We're fishing today. But yeah, we're fishing today because of the festival. But we are back, of course, with the grind. The grind don't stop. But yeah, we're back. We're doing the fishing festival, and let's try to get some great white sharks for the easy 700k and the tooth, and maybe Megalodon pet. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I don't know why I can't kill them. I can't kill them with my left click on this. How bad is this? Like the heck? Come on. Alright. And I don't think I have gotten a great white yet. I've never... Let me see actually. Oh, I have. Never mind. I have. I think so. Probably, yeah. But yeah, we're back. Let me get the music. But we are back with more of the good old fishing festival. And we're fishing for experience, of course. I literally only care about experience, that's it. But since Marina's not here, this is all about the fishing festival. So I bought like a lot of shark bait, which is pretty cheap, but this is not. But yeah, let's hope we can make some money from this. And you might be wondering why I have $1 million in my purse right now. It's because Preston did not go through the trade, so I just crafted them the thing. Gave me 32 tickets and 1 mil, and boom. Plain and simple. No need to go through all that trouble. Alright. Give me a great white. Give me a great white. Oh wait, never mind. Bum, bum, bum. Ends in 23 minutes. So we have 23 minutes to get as much fish as we can. Because I'm gonna go broke. Yo, what's up, Luca? What's up, Luca? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? How was your day? How was your day? We are doing some fishing. What's up, Nightmare? What's up? I'm doing some fishing because of the fishing festival, of course. Which it's gonna only have for 23 minutes left, so that's fine. Because I joined late. But it's fine. But yeah. I'm doing good, thanks for asking. You're at 33.8 mil counter. Oh god, I need to see how much counter I have. Oh shit. You're above me. Oh god. We got, boys, after this, we gotta do some farming. We gotta get the farming grind. Oh no. Oh no. Actually, wait, I'm higher. Never mind. I'm higher. That was just cultivating. Nah, nobody cares about cultivating. We care about the counter, so I'm still higher. Never mind. But I still gotta farm it because you're getting closer and closer. Oh yeah, also about the trade, by the way, Luca. Yeah, it didn't work. I just basically did the 1 mil thing and 32 tickets, and yeah, that's it. Nothing special. So yeah. All right, let's go kill them. You're going to sleep? All right, bet Nightmare. Thank you for coming to visit, to come and say hi. When I kill these dudes, Luca, do I have to? Does it matter for sea creature chant? Is it matter for magic find? Does magic find include any of this? Like, should I kill them with the magic find stuff, or doesn't matter? Does it matter if I kill them with anything? I'm guessing the drop is still the same. Actually, no, it's sea creatures. So I'm guessing they are based on, that, right? Right, Luca? Right, hello, Luca, please respond. Uh-oh. Oh, alright. Let's just kill them. Yeah, drops the rare things. Okay, bet. So it's good that I switch, right? It's good that I switch. because I don't think it matters if I mean, the only thing that is gonna be negative is that I'm not getting the max amount of money, or not money, experience. But since I'm going for drops, I might as well just kill it with. No, I'm just gonna kill the great white if I do get one with the magic find. Everything else can die. Yeah, and I think I did catch a great white before. I'm not sure. Everything else I don't care. I could just kill it with squid. Yep, there we go. Perfect, perfect. All right. Secret chance still 68. All right. All right. Oh, just like me. All right. All right. Thanks for the entertainment while you're farming. Oh no. Yeah, you're welcome, but at the same time, I still need to farm. So you're lucky that I'm doing this thingy, which I could have skipped, but no. I need the fishing. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. See? Oh, we got an iron golem. Alright. After this, I'm just gonna spam farming and we're gonna watch some. Actually, no, we can start watching right now, actually. Alright, let's see. What do we watch? After this. Um. Alright, give me a sec. Let me see, let me see, let me see. There we go. Alright. Let's keep fishing, let's keep fishing. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see my mouse. I guess it's fine. Oh, we got a shark fin upgraded. Go. Alright. Let's see, let's see. Oh. Okay, okay. Alright, let's see. Like a race car. FBI agent hacks and destroys entire Indian scam calls, I'm guessing. Alright, let's
Just
watch
have a
this.
look onto your screen. You'll get an connection from Amazon fraud department. You need to allow yourself so that we can go ahead and cancel
Alright,
your
boys, this
order.
looks
Okay,
interesting.
so just give a click on I am aware of the call and then give a click on accept. Or also, if my motive was to do anything wrong with you, I would not have sent you any security warning on your screen. If anything goes wrong while being on a call with us, you can just report it
Ooh.
to the Better Business Bureau. No issue, sir. So you'll be provided
What
with
the
the
fuck?
Makachude.
Scammer you just watched is in a call center in Kolkata, located in the East Indian region of West Bengal. They are running an Amazon refund scam and are
Ah.
one of the dirtiest call centers when it comes to spying methods and silently stealing from victims by using their devices when the victim leaves it unattended. I've been watching these guys for a few weeks now and even made a video on them before. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend watching it first so you better understand what I'm going to show you today. After that video of shutting down some of their machines with malware, they continued their scams very quickly the next day. I respread my access through the network to the connections that I lost and continued monitoring their scams.
Hello.
We are checking in our server that you have made a purchase of iPhone 11 12 worth rupees 149 dollars. So you want to accept the order or want to cancel the order? Okay, you have want to cancel the order. We will provide you a cancellation form.
Right.
Just fill it up and your order will be cancelled. Oh sir. Just we will take your 5 to 10 minutes to cancel your order. Just you have to sit in front of your computer or laptop. We will give you a cancellation form.
When the scammer asks this question, if the victim has a computer or phone, there's three roads the scam can take from here. The first option is that the victim says that they do not have a computer or phone, and usually when they say this, other scammers that I've watched in the past give up.
So first of all, let me know one thing, ma'am. Do you have a computer or a laptop? Even you don't have a laptop or you don't have a smartphone. Okay, so this call is not for you. Okay.
These scammers though are very persistent and have adapted to the
Yep.
fact that some people don't own technology for them to take remote
Oh, I
access
was
of.
muted
In
the
the
whole
following
time.
clip I'm going to show you, we are going to
But I didn't say
listen to
anything
a
like
senior
that.
manager on the floor who can be identified by his deep and distinguishable voice. Whenever an
Ooh.
agent in the call center gets close to scamming a victim, he walks over to their computer and takes over the call to finish the business.
How do you check it? Do you do any kinds of online banking? Okay, let me tell you, it will not reflect in your banking statement right now. It
It
will
will.
reflect after 48 hours because it's a 3D payment. So after 48 hours, if you come to us, we will be able to help you. So now, as you don't have any kinds of device, so I cannot send you the money online, okay, into your bank because you don't even do online banking. All right, so what I'll be doing is I'll be giving you the money in the form of gift card so that you can collect the cash. No, sir. After
Ooh.
this call disconnects, we cannot hold up the money. I'll explain you everything. You can take me as your grandson.
What the scammer said there,
Bruh.
take me as your grandson, is one of the many little things he keeps saying during calls with victims. He tries to put them at ease by saying stuff like, take me as your grandson, I will be here with you throughout the whole process, don't worry, take
Yeah,
a deep breath,
that's
calm down. At the same time though, he also puts a lot of pressure on the victim in a
That sound
non-aggressive
fake
way by
stuff.
saying it has to be done within
That
48
sound
hours,
biggest cap
and that
ever.
if the victim hangs up the phone,
Like,
he will lose
oh
all
god.
his money. All this plays a huge factor in the success rate of scammers, and this specific guy was verbally strong and had a deep voice, which is scientifically proven to make people trust you easier. It's not a surprise why he is a higher up in this company and why he gets
Give
to
me a
scam a lot
second.
of people successfully as well.
Just let me know one thing, that do you drive? Yeah, so that you can collect the cash. So do you have a nearest Walmart or a CVS pharmacy or a Family Dollar or a Dollar General? You live close to the Walmart. Okay. And for all security reasons, before the money
Yeah.
was taken out, what was the
Okay.
last balance you had on your card before the money was taken out? So that we can mark you as safe. Calm down, calm down. Take a deep breath, I'm there with you. Don't panic. Okay, just give me a
Is
rough
that
count.
is that
Like,
better?
is it
I
more
think
than
that's it, right?
1,000 or less than 1,000?
The scammer asks
Okay,
the
there we go.
victim how much money is in his account
I
so
turned
that he
into a
knows how
robot.
much he can steal from him. He will always try to get as much money per victim as possible and usually try to rip the victim off for their entire savings account. The old man initially replies that his debit card has about $200 on it, which in the scammer's eyes is not enough money to steal from him.
And you bank with only one bank or you bank with any other bank also? What was the last balance you remember on the second bank? Now let me tell you, those
That's good.
hackers
Okay.
have overdrafted your that bank, okay, which had $800. So they have taken out your $800 plus they have overdrafted it. Your account is in minus 1,500. So don't worry, I'm giving you your money back. So what I'll do is on your second bank, which you just now told me with a balance of 800, I'm adding up a credit line of $1,000. Are you getting me? And that's a credit line which you have to use in the Walmart and purchase Apple gift card for a $500. Yes, with not your money, sir, because you don't have any money right now. I have added a credit line, and I'll be there with you unless and until you receive your cash. So don't worry, you can take me as your son. It's your own hard-earned money, right? I do believe you want your money back.
Fake, bruh.
Luckily, this victim did not fall for the supposed credit line that was added to his card and hung up the phone. Not everyone is as cautious as this man though. These scammers were actually quite successful at scamming people, especially when the victims did own a device that the scammers could take remote access of. This brings me back to our game tree. The second and third option are that the victim does admit to having
It's
either a
just
phone or a computer. The phone method is very similar to that of not having any device. The scammer will simply try to steal money from the victim's payment apps, like that from Bank of America, Cash App, PayPal, and many more.
And the Zelle is the application through which these hackers have used means, okay, to transfer you the funds. Okay, so just go ahead and write down the cell phone number of the sender first. Over here. No, no, no. This is our billing manager
Ooh.
number. Whom you will send the request, then he will send you the funds. Okay? Okay, give a click on send. Yeah, give a click on send money to this. Give a click on it. You're sending the request money.
As you could see, the scammer was pretending like it was a money request, even though it clearly said send money. The victim complied, but because all of her balances were negative, the payments didn't go through. One of her accounts even had a balance of minus $900,000, which I had never seen before. The scammer then tried the same Zelle payment method with this email, and also with this email. I reported all this information to Zelle, and they took down the accounts for me. They tried to steal money from several different apps like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, American Express, and her PayPal. After 45 minutes of messing around, they finally gave up. This particular victim did not have any money, and the scammers weren't very happy with this.
Listen to me, all the accounts are closed and your accounts are corrupted. In this, I'm adding a $1,000 credit line which you have to use and purchase the gift card with our money. Go back and swipe your screen down. Ma'am, fuck you, ki korche magi. Ma'am, go back to your PayPal. Okay, now swipe your thumb. Just scroll the page down. Ma'am, open the PayPal. How much balance do you have in this one? Nothing. Okay. Nothing.
He's mad.
Nothing. Okay, like you don't have any money in any of your cards, right? It's zero. Wonderful. And how much credit is available on this EENINC? 30 or 40?
I called the victim up to let her know everything about the scam, and that the scammers could still spy on her with the AnyDesk and TeamViewer application that they made her install through the App Store. They are trying to steal your money. They're not actually from Amazon. They are located in India in a scam call center, and they're trying to steal your money.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. I thought I knew that, but I guess I didn't.
Oh, I got a great white.
If anyone ever calls you from a big company like Amazon, Social Security, like asking you for gift cards, asking you for access to your devices, no, it's a scam.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Oh my God, I'm really grateful. Thank you.
The computer method is the same as most other refund scams. I'm not gonna waste too much time showcasing this because I already analyzed this method in my last video, but just to give you a very quick run through. They have this refund portal, which I found on most of their computers. The victim has to fill out their information, and once they have to type the refund amount, the scammer types an extra 0 and pretends like the victim made that mistake and now has to give the money back to the scammers.
Made a mistake, so you have to, refund the money back to us. You can take $1,500 and the rest of the money you can refund us back. And can you tell me, like, how far is your bank from your home?
This particular victim was an 86-year-old lady that could not pay the scammers back because she did not have a cell phone, she could not drive to a store or a bank, and she was physically disabled, so she couldn't even walk.
Like, what is the problem? What is the major issue? Like, why you're not able to go to the Walmart? You are disabled, right? You cannot walk? Like, that means you cannot able to walk, right? Ma'am, are you eligible to walk?
The fuck?
An 86-year-old disabled lady, and they still tried for 1 hour and 48 minutes to get money from her through her laptop. For this, they tried several different websites like MoonPay, Binance, Coinbase and MoneyGram, but none of them seemed to really satisfy them. But then they realized that the woman had a webcam, and they said this. Paxful would be perfect for them. They could steal the victim's identity through her laptop webcam and register an account with her debit card linked to the account to empty her savings account. Luckily, she was in a blocked jurisdiction, so Paxful didn't work. Scammers didn't know what to do at this point and were even struggling to complete a simple puzzle to prove they weren't robots.
You have to slide the puzzle, Yeah. Leave your mouse, okay? Leave your mouse. Do not touch your mouse.
I'm done. They had trouble doing that, bruh.
Move the puzzle in the middle. Hello? You have to move the puzzle in the middle, okay? Now stop. Stop.
After almost 2 hours, the victim was rightfully getting impatient and mad at the scammers, but they were just laughing at her.
Ma'am, is there any cell phone with you, like in your family member?
Yeah, they dumb as hell. True, they true,
Oh,
true. They
okay,
dumb.
okay, okay. Just
They spent
keep
2
calm and
hours.
relax, alright? Hold on.
At this point, the scammers were so desperate to steal something from the victim that one of them even tried to buy himself a phone plan, which revealed his real phone number to me. Of course, he tried to buy the most expensive pack with the victim's money. She kept saying that she was going to hang up, but she ended up never doing it. I decided to shut down her computer from the scammer's end while they were not at the computer, and at that point I could call the victim and warn her about the scam, and she wasn't very happy with me calling either. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to warn you, the guys you have been talking to for the past 2 hours are trying to scam you.
What?
They were trying to steal money from you through your laptop. They were trying to sign you up with all types of crypto companies and trying to steal your money.
Thanks.
Now, who actually are these scammers? During the weeks that I was watching them, I found some clues on the identity of these scammers. The first thing I found was an Allianz broadband VoIP portal registered on the real name of one of the scammers. His full name, as you can see, is Sanjeev. He is probably one of the higher ups in the company, since he pays the bills for their call center, which we can see from this invoice. His webpage also reveals the scam call center's exact address. It is located in a tower on Jodhpur Garden, number 214 in Kolkata, West Bengal, India. The second clue I found was one of the scammers always coming in early into the call center. Before everyone else's shift started, he was always on one of the computers doing work on something called SRT FB Appen. He was adding categories to Wikipedia pages for some money and was doing this work with his real name. In the logs of the computer he always worked on, I found the email address and password for this SRT Appen webpage, and also his personal Gmail account with his personal password. His name, as you can see from his email, is Ajit. The other two pieces of information I found were two phone numbers, one that we saw earlier when the scammer tried purchasing himself a phone plan, and one other number that I found when one of the bosses of this operation opened his WhatsApp web. He did this to try and download a file that somebody else sent him that was called USA Fresh Old Age, with 86,000 people in the list that were at least 75 years old and potential scam victims. The information in the list included stuff like their full name, email address, phone number, their home address, and much more information on the potential victims. Now that we have all that information about the scammers and their scams, let's do some destructive work. I'm going to start off the destruction by completely shutting down their phone system and corrupting all the settings in the admin portal for the phone settings. To accomplish this, I did the following things to their phone system. For the report section, I messed up the settings in their VisiBox, which corrupts their entire phone system. I then deleted all user accounts, which makes it impossible for the scammers to log in and continue scamming. I then deleted all their calling campaigns, statuses, hotkeys, leads, auto-alt dials and ACCIDs, which stops their robocalls and deletes all the settings of these robocalls. In the list section, I then deleted all their lists, I deleted all their scripts on the script section, I deleted all their filters, and for the inbound section I deleted their showing groups, their DIDs, their call menus, and their filter phone groups. And then finally, for the remote agents, I deleted all the remote agents, I deleted the extension groups, the admin section, I changed all the passwords for...
Get this thing out of here. No, do you want to watch it, Luca?
I think the user accounts and to the admin account, so the admins cannot log into the admin account to restore the settings. Then I changed their call times, their shifts, I deleted their phones, their templates, their carriers, their service and their conferences, and then messed up the system settings. I deleted all the system statuses, I added a voicemail which warns victims that somehow might still get through when calling the number, which I don't think is possible, and I also changed their hold music to the same thing. Now let's see what the scammers thought of this corrupt system.
Hello.
Oh, you gotta listen.
Hello.
You gotta listen.
You are a nigga.
Oh.
भाई नेट नहीं चल रहा.
That's not me, by the way. That's the dudes.
This site can't be reached.
That's their reaction, by the way. My hard dick is... Oh shit, another catch. Damn, look, just look at their reaction though. It's so funny.
And now it's time to destroy the computers in this call center with the NG Alarm screen locker malware and change all the scammers their backgrounds to the FBI logo to freak them out.
Oh, we didn't get one. Man, I thought I did. Damn, son. 34 mil counter? Oh no. Ghost in building detecting like its panic starts setting in. Damn, they're so dumb, bro. Oh crap. I don't know why people do this. Like, come on, bro. Shutting down all
After
systems.
this, the scammers started to argue because they thought somebody in their middle betrayed them.
Uh-huh. We got three great whites. See, the thing is, betraying Buck, the branch is full of betrayal.
And after this, the scammers never returned. If you liked the video, make sure you subscribe, leave a like.
Alright, Luca, do you want to watch the good old criminal stuff? The criminal investigation stuff? Oh, wait. Hold up. You hacked Symphony setup. No, we're watching this. This looks interesting.
One shot. Let's go!
This looks fun.
You saw the win, dude? We did it. It's so hard. Do you want to talk to Tim?
I'm back in the stream. Get up.
Yo, Jack wants to talk to you, Tim. He's talking.
What?
He's been going through it today.
Uh-huh.
Use your other gun. Use your other gun!
Yo, what up? What? Nothing. Let's play.
What?
Let's play.
What do you mean?
Start it.
You just woke up, I thought.
No, I woke up like 30 minutes ago. My voice is just shot from the party the other night because I'm so cool.
Oh.
Right. Do you know who Dylan Francis is? You probably have never met him or heard of him.
Damn, I wish I was cool like that. I think I've heard of Dylan Francis once. Yeah, man. Celebrity DJ, right?
Yeah. It's whatever. It's kind of exclusive.
That's cool, man.
I don't get it.
You were literally just drinking the drink. Yo, Teep, how have the games been?
Horrible. Brutal. I can answer that for him. You're not streaming today, Jack?
No, so it just so happened that I have 4 or 5 of my best friends from home in town.
Yeah, that was really nice that he let 2 fans on stage.
Yeah, Symphony and Nate shot. I know. One dead down low. Another one on my left.
Bro, what is supposed to be good about this?
For a second was like,
I talked, I just didn't know how to carry the conversation, so then I looked away.
My God, Tim.
Come on, man. I heard some towing the line stuff, but oh my God. What?
Yeah. What did I just hear?
I got a crumb in your mouth.
Okay, never mind. This game, nope. I thought it was hacking, bro. Homie really did not do that. Homie just played on his computer, bro. Alright, let's watch the criminal. Alright, boys, let's watch this. Criminal psychology. Psychology. Alright, let's watch this one.
In the year 1980, unbeknownst to me, on Wednesday the 9th of July at exactly 11:54 p.m., a little girl named Jodi Ann Arias was born in the city of Salinas, California, and completely unbeknownst to her doting parents, was destined to become one of the most infamous people in the United States of America.
Wrath of Jodi.
From what we know about her behavioral sequences, and despite what her defense team would later want you to believe, there's virtually nothing in Jodi's childhood that can be linked as a contributing factor to what she would eventually be capable of. The only thing worth mentioning was that she dropped out of high school in the 11th grade to pursue a career in photography, but it went nowhere, so she began working at a hotel restaurant which became her occupation for the next 8 years. In February of 2006, at 26 years of age, she began a new job as a salesperson for a network marketing company called Prepaid Legal, and it was through this occupation where she crossed paths with fellow sales representative Travis Alexander, a 28-year-old practicing Mormon from Arizona who also worked part-time as a motivational speaker.
When you get someone to the briefing, they say no, that counts. When you get someone fully exposed and they say no, that counts. Every time you get one of those, cross one off the list. By the time the 100th one's crossed off the list, you won't be able to spend the money.
He was a very charismatic young man, which immediately caught Jodi's attention. They met at a business conference in September of 2006 and began a curious relationship from that point forward. To cut a long story short, Jodi was in love, and Travis was not. They broke up after just 5 months, but soon after the split, Jodi moved from her grandparents' home in Yreka, California, into an apartment just 2 blocks from Travis's house in Mesa, Arizona. She was at that moment labeled the crazy stalker ex by all of Travis's friends, and although Travis agreed, he would continue having sex with her out of pure convenience. She would show up unannounced on countless occasions, sometimes in the middle of the night, and Travis would let her in every time. It became somewhat of a routine, and a dysfunctional situation that neither were happy with.
I was thinking
Travis,
the same
although he
thing,
enjoyed the
Luca.
sex,
Travis Scott.
essentially wanted her out of his life, while Jodi desperately wanted a serious relationship.
I was thinking the
going
same
off the
thing.
myriad of entries in her diary, she firmly held on to the belief that they were meant to be together. In late May of 2008, however, she would ultimately have a change of heart. Travis had a work retreat planned to Cancun, Mexico for July 10th. It was all paid for by his employer and allowed him to take a friend with him. Jodi knew about this and believed, or at the very least hoped, that she would be the one going. Yet in the last week of May, it became known that Travis was taking another woman instead. A Mormon girl by the name of Mimi Hall, someone that Travis had been romantically interested in for some time. When Jodi found out, it would be safe to assume that she was heartbroken. It would be even safer to assume that she was absolutely enraged, and the collective opinion is that a specific thought process began to emerge in her mind, one that forged a psychological justification for a certain decision. On June 4th, 2008, 6 days before Travis was set to leave for Mexico, Jodi would once more show up unannounced. All we know for sure is that they had sex and took explicit pictures of each other using Travis's new camera. At roughly 5 p.m., Travis would get in the shower and Jodi would begin taking pictures of him using the same camera. Then, moments after this picture was taken, Jodi would stab Travis a total of 27 times. She would also cut his throat and shoot him in the face.
Ew.
During the onslaught, Travis's camera took 2 accidental photographs. The first was taken as Jodi dropped it during the onset of the attack. The second was taken as she kicked it by mistake while moving Travis's body. It showed Jodi's foot and a fatally wounded or deceased Travis. The amount of time that passed from the 2 photographs was 62 seconds. Jodi then spent an estimated 45 minutes cleaning down the crime scene to make sure none of her DNA was left behind. This included wiping down the victim's body with a cup of water and a cloth. She also deleted the pictures from Travis's camera before throwing it in the washing machine. She would then drive back out into the desert and leave Travis a voicemail for the purpose of placing herself away from the crime scene and giving herself an alibi.
I know Leslie called you, so I already talked to her, so you can call her back if you want, but it's not necessary. My phone died, so I wasn't getting back to anybody. And what else? Oh, and I drove 100 miles in the wrong direction, over 100 miles, thank you very much. So yeah, remember New Mexico? It was a lot like that, only you weren't here to prevent me from going into the 3 digits, so fun. Tell you all about that later. Also, we were talking about, when we were talking about your upcoming travels my way, I was looking at the May calendar stuff.
Yep.
So I'm also
Travis dead.
But Heather and I are going to see Othello on July 1st, and we would love for you to accompany us. Let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. End of message.
Jodi would then drive to another man's house in Utah by the name of Ryan Burns and stayed the night. He would later testify that nothing seemed off about Jodi's behavior, only that they kissed and engaged in sexual intercourse. Travis's body was discovered by Mimi and her friends 5 days later, the day before they were supposed to leave to Cancun together.
How long were you there trying to get into the house?
You died faster than than you thought.
Minutes, I banged on the door, rang the doorbell over and over again. Nobody answered. I was scared that something might be happening to him because I knew that he had a stalker. Travis's friend on the phone suggested that we go in through the garage and look for him in the house. And then as soon as they said that they saw blood, that there's blood everywhere, I stopped looking and said, he's dead. And so immediately I called the police.
After the news of Travis's death broke the following day, Jodi called the police and offered to help with the investigation. She was then transferred to the lead detective, Esteban Flores, of the Mesa Police Department. The most notable detail of the phone call was that Jodi agreed to provide a sample of her DNA. Over the following month, forensics were able to uncover the deleted photos from Travis's camera, and despite her best efforts, discovered Jodi's DNA all over the crime scene. During this time, oblivious to the evidence that was building against her, Jodi would post multiple pictures of her and Travis on Facebook, alongside emotional messages to Travis himself. She even sent his family flowers and a letter expressing her grief over his death. The Mesa Police Department launched their case against Jodi on July 15th, 41 days after the murder. Detective Flores would be the one to conduct her interrogation. He had spoken with her once over the phone and was present when she was fingerprinted and swabbed for DNA. The Siskiyou County Police arrested Jodi at her grandparents' house at 7:35 a.m. and only said they had a warrant for her arrest without giving further information. She was placed in handcuffs and didn't once ask what she was being arrested for in the 6-minute drive to the local police station. What makes Jodi Arias stand out among the many cases in the realm of true crime is the manner in which she attempts to navigate the system. She seems to believe that if she presents herself in a certain way and adopts a very specific character with very specific traits, it will give her the best chance at evading the consequences of her actions. In her mind, this character is a soft-spoken, sweet-natured, God-fearing individual. Yet to everyone else, is quite possibly the most universally annoying person to ever abide in the history of existence.
Okay.
In the next moment, Jodi will hear Detective Flores approaching the room. She will then abruptly place her head on the table to make it appear as if she's sleeping. She will now notice the detective has instead walked past the room and then revert back to her regular sitting position. For whatever reason, Jodi wants to appear as if she's in a far calmer state than she actually is. She wants the detective to believe that she's relaxed enough to doze off, when she is in fact extremely alert and anticipating his arrival. She places her head back on the table to feign a placid state once more, and you'll notice her left shoulder hovers in what looks like a very uncomfortable position for just over a minute. She then hears the external door open, at which point she takes a deep breath and then fully rests onto the table.
Let me get those off you. So you remember me?
Of course I do.
I traveled all the way up here to come talk to you. Because, I've been working on Travis's case ever since it happened. Okay? And I know exactly when it happened, when he was killed. I know a lot of details. And just recently we found quite a bit of evidence, and I'll discuss that with you. The main thing that I'm looking for, though, is answers on why certain things happened, why they went so far, and also to get your statements.
Okay.
She's been brought to a police station in handcuffs and now just told her arrest is concerning the death of her ex-lover. An innocent person sitting in her position would want
Oh my God,
immediate
no. Oh my God.
clarification as to what exactly is going on. Jodi doesn't inquire further, just gently accepts to cooperate after being given a very vague, yet highly accusing clarification of the situation.
A lot of details on this case that haven't been released to the public and not even to Travis's family. And those details are known only by us and the person who did it.
Bro, I don't know where my mouse is.
And that's one of the reasons.
I hate this so much. Like, I can't freaking see my mouse. Why? Okay, warp home. Oh my God, I gotta go farming, boys. I gotta go farming. Farming, boys. Farming. Okay, back to farming. Okay, we got rabbit. Got this. Alright. Alright, Luca, you're not gonna catch up to me anytime, haha, because I'm doing my stuff here now. Alright, let's go, let's resume.
I'm here because I believe that you know some
Go.
And I think you can help us.
I would love to help you in any way that I can.
Okay. Because we're here at the police department, the sheriff's department here in, was it Siskiyou County? That's what it's called. Okay. And you're
my counter is
under arrest
34.
You're not free to go.
0.4 mil.
Police officer, I have to read you your rights. Okay. I'm sure you've heard them on TV. You know, I have to read them off this little card here, but they're pretty much the same, and I'll explain them to you as we go. Okay. And you know, if there's a question that you don't want to answer, you don't feel comfortable, you can say no. You know, or you know, you can elaborate as much as you want. It's completely up to you. It's at your speed. I don't want to pressure you.
Is this recorded at all, or should we?
I don't know if there's a recording or something.
I don't know if these are voice recorders. I noticed them. If they have video, or if they have audio, or batteries, or what.
I don't think they're on.
Hindsight allows us to recognize this is simply an attempt to appear innocent. She seems to think that if she appears confident enough to recommend the use of an outdated voice recorder,
oh no,
that it will seem as though she has nothing to hide in the eyes of the detective.
What pet are you using, Luca?
Bizarre. If the detective wasn't already certain of Jodi's guilt, he would most certainly become suspicious at this moment.
Sorry, I'm really cold.
It's okay.
You still heat still?
Yeah, I haven't touched those or anything. But,
oh my God! Frick! Go. What pet are you using,
Jodi's mind
Luca?
would be racing here, yet she desperately wants her exterior self to appear calm. She's so focused on having this nonchalant disposition that she completely fails to realize her behavior doesn't match the situation whatsoever. She's in a state of hyperarousal while feigning a state of composure, and the end result just looks very strange. It gives reason for her unusual infatuation with a voice recorder, and also for her oncoming sitting position, which really can't be described, only compared to a sea lion peeking over a rock.
They're not on, so what I want to do is just get to the bottom of it. Everybody wants to know, okay? And so I'm going to ask you some questions. You can voluntarily answer them if you want. Okay, is that cool?
Yeah.
She's sitting like a seal. I'm done.
There was some questions
She
about
really
you
be
being-
sitting like seal. I'm done.
let's
That's
start
absolutely
with this.
hilarious.
What have you been up to since Travis's death? What have you been doing?
I think she's just horny.
I haven't been really working in prepaid legal. There's not a whole lot.
She's trying to look at the police to have the
It's
stuff.
small here, and really that could be seen as an opportunity rather than a hindrance, because that just means the market is untapped in a large way. So I could have if I wanted to, but I'm kind of like a deer in the headlights when it comes to prepaid legal, and I just have the fear of just approaching people.
You'll come to notice that Jodi will go off on these unrelated tangents anytime she has the slightest chance to do so. It's a recurring theme in interrogations
good time,
when the
yeah.
suspect is facing serious charges. And the common theory is that it's an attempt at gaining a momentary escape from what is likely the most terrifying moment of their life. Going into detail about topics completely unrelated to the situation at hand essentially delays the onset of their new reality. Forensic psychology
It's
views this as
suspicious
a
why
form of
she's talking
denial
about that.
and also a subconscious coping mechanism. This particular tangent was about the local climate and multi-level marketing, but she'll also ramble about photography, religion, relationships, spirituality, household pets, her ex-boyfriends, road trips, hitchhiking, designer clothing, and computer virus software.
Be
The
talking
detective
too
suddenly
much.
nudges her away from the theme of network marketing and
I'm
onto the
farming
topic
46.
of Travis. She starts off with a Facebook post she made in his memory.
I realized looking back on it that it kind of sounded immature. It's more of like my dear Travis kind of letter. And so I took it down because
More personal.
Yeah, some of it was details that were a little more personal. Not too personal, nothing inappropriate. Just I just felt funny. I think because I'm a photographer, I tend to communicate more through pictures. So I posted a ton of pictures that I had of him, and I have a ton more that I just can't access right now. And videos and things that I know his family would want, but
She then explains how it's hard to talk about Travis's death with the guy she's now dating.
and we've been talking a lot, and we try not to talk about that because it's kind of like, ugh. And plus, Travis is my ex-boyfriend, but at the same time, he's my friend. So while I'm mourning my friend, how do you talk to your new potential, possible, maybe person that you might start dating about your friend?
You're a few minutes from
The detective
38.
knows
Okay,
she'll
okay.
happily
Nice,
trail
nice.
off until the morning comes, so he cuts her off and locks her into the situation at hand.
And I've talked to a lot of people, and everybody's pointing a finger at you. You know, everybody is saying, I don't understand what happened to Travis. I don't know who killed him. But you need to look at Jodi. And sometimes the simplest answers are the correct ones.
One of the most fascinating parts of this interrogation is how long the detective allows Jodi to cling on to hope. For the first 45 minutes, she will be terrified, yet still believe there's a chance she will be going home at the end of it. The detective will hint at her suspicions and culpability in a gradual manner, yet not directly accuse her until a much later stage. Dangling the idea of hope above someone's head while simultaneously hinting at the grim future that awaits them would perhaps be considered cruel in most other circumstances. Yet on this occasion, it is tolerated for a tactical purpose, which is to allow for as much divulgence from the suspect as possible. Her fear will cause her to panic, not enough to the point where she completely locks up, but just enough so that she continuously tries to claw at her own salvation, and in the process will divulge information that will be extremely damaging to her defense later on.
And that's one of the reasons I started looking at you a little bit closer.
Crushing hope, I like it. True.
Over the last month or so, I've gotten into Travis's life, talked to all his friends, his family.
Oh, we gotta hydrate. Make sure to hydrate Luca and everyone else watching the stream. Make sure to hydrate.
And I got a very good understanding of your relationship
Alright, there we go.
with him.
Nice, nice.
Obviously, you weren't boyfriend, girlfriend anymore, but you were still having a sexual relationship, which,
Does his family know about that? Just curious.
No, his family doesn't know anything. Yeah.
I'm interested in protecting how he's remembered as well, and
Just for the purpose of integrated context, at Jodi's trial, she would label Travis a sexual deviant, a domestic abuser, and a pedophile.
He truly had feelings for you.
Bruh.
And for some reason, he felt that the relationship between you and him was somewhat unhealthy, but he couldn't stop it.
One hand
I assume
hydration,
it's
true.
probably maybe the same way you felt about him, or
it's
maybe you didn't understand why he didn't believe it was healthy.
No, I didn't think it was healthy either, spiritually at least, and probably emotionally, but mostly spiritually. And I think
Why the fuck is spiritually a thing, bro?
Something that's not healthy spiritually, it filters through all aspects of your life.
Her dialogue alters from spirituality to her work history and then to her finances before moving on to her family. Bear in mind she wasn't asked about any of this.
Financially, I wasn't doing well. I missed my family. I moved away shortly after high school, and I come back to visit, but I realized over the years I'd missed out on a lot of things with my little brother and sister. I missed out on just their karate or their baseball or cheerleading or...
The detective nudges her back to the subject of Travis once more. He asks if the sexual element combined with his religion was the reason the relationship didn't work. Jodi then takes it upon herself to recount her sex life history and simultaneously preach about her own devotion to the Bible.
I've had a couple of serious relationships before where I was intimate with a few people, And it's kind of silly, but I used to always joke that regardless of what the Bible says, and yes, I'm Christian, I just live my life by the Ten Commandments, and those are my rules. Da 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 da. You know, thou shalt not this or that, but it doesn't say thou shalt not fornicate. So I just used to joke about that. We did pray about it. I remember we knelt by his bed once, and surprisingly, he suggested it. Normally, you know, I would suggest that we pray before we go on a trip or before we eat if we're alone.
It was kind of unusual for him, huh?
Yeah, because he was very resistant to prayer. He's like, so I'd say, will you say a prayer? He's like, why don't you say a prayer? Why don't you say a prayer? Why don't you say a prayer? So we'd go back and forth. Jodi, will you say a prayer? And I said, sure. And Travis was like,
The detective endures as much prayer talk as humanly possible before shifting the topic once more.
He was at a point in his life where he wanted to really start settling down. He felt like he needed to kind of grow up,
mm-hmm.
you know, become a husband, become a father. Did you guys ever discuss possibly getting married or anything?
When we were dating, we did.
Okay.
Once we broke up, he brought it up. He actually proposed to me a lot of times, but he wasn't serious.
Let's move to after the breakup.
Oh, okay.
What kept you in Mesa at that point?
I actually moved to Mesa a few weeks after we broke up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a time period you really wasn't seeing anybody, and then Mimi came into the picture. What did you think about her?
I didn't know a lot about her. She seems like a really nice girl. He showed me her picture on Facebook. You know, I don't think she had a lot of pictures on there. He said that he's not sure why, but he's pretty sure that she could be it. And I was happy for him. I didn't find out about Lisa.
This conversation you had face to face with him?
Yeah, yeah, it was in his room. And he had his laptop, you know, just on his bed.
Yeah, she's going off
Jodi is
topic.
desperately trying to make it appear as though her and Travis were on good terms. But this is just overkill. Jodi was labeled the crazy stalker ex by all of Travis's friends, and even Travis himself. The idea that he would show and then discuss any potential future romances with Jodi is ridiculous.
And I truly believe he does love her still.
Oh, he
but
does.
Travis had a, he's what you call a player. You know what that means.
A player?
Yeah.
Oh no.
He kind of
doesn't
pulls
intend
girls
to hurt
in.
anybody, though.
He was reluctant to make a commitment first off. And truly, he didn't think that you were marriage
38,
material.
baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And I don't know why not. I mean, I see
Nice.
you. You're a wonderful girl. You're struggling. You're trying to make your way through life, and I don't see why you guys couldn't have made it.
I think we have very different philosophies on a lot of ways. We would argue about the dumbest things, and like there were so many times I just couldn't wrap my mind around what he would. I could, but I would try to get him to do the same for me. Like there was a time when I broke down on the way to LA once, and my car got a flat tire, so I had at the time roadside assistance because my car was still under warranty. And they went to take the car in to change the tire and realized that when they sold me the car, they didn't give me the wheel lock key. And I was kind of hungry. It was dinner time. It was 7:38, and it was dark.
She really going off topic.
January.
Holy crap.
And the tow truck guy said, you know, there's a Denny's 2 blocks down here, and there's a Jack in the Box there, and he was driving me to the motel. I said, is there an IHOP around? Because I really like IHOP. He's like, yeah, but it's kind of like 5 miles back in the other direction. I was like, okay. He's like, I can drive you there if you want. And I was like,
Give me a second. Let me go do something. Be right back. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, Ice? I saw you. I saw you. What's up? Off topic on another level. True. All right. What's up, Ice? Welcome back to the stream. As you can see, we are watching more of the stuff
He's like this
of the
short
criminal
Mexican guy,
investigation while
and
I farm
he
this.
seemed really harmless, and I was
But yeah,
like,
welcome to the stream.
okay. And he, you know,
We're
and
gonna
I asked him
continue
about
this.
his life, and he
It's about
had
this
a
girl
wife
basically
and kids,
killed
so
his
he wasn't flirting.
The travels
love
of
life
Jodi and the sweet Mexican
boyfriend that
continues
they
on
broke
for
up
another
with.
2 minutes. The detective then
Competition and we're
brings
trying
Jodi's
to
attention to what he already
you're
believes was
trying
the
to
trigger
overtake
motive
him
for the
on your
murder.
counter. True. But that's not gonna happen because I'm gonna beat you. You're trash.
His trip to Cancun.
Maybe not trash. I'm better in farming. You're not gonna surpass me.
That he was going with Mimi.
Oh, I found out about that at his memorial services.
And basically, she's going off topic. So like, she's the killer, right? She's basically the killer of the husband. No, not husband. Her ex-boyfriend. Let's say her ex-boyfriend. And yeah, basically she stabbed her like 27 times or 20 times. I'm not sure. Had like photos, DNA tests like that. She's trying to like act it out and pretend that she's like innocent, like, you know, stuff like that. She's willing to do anything to like corroborate, to like make her sound so innocent, but she's not. And she's basically going off topic, basically. So yeah, you're gonna fucking farm the whole night through it. Oh my god, oh no.
Right. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we had called him a week or two before, and I told him, look, if you want to take somebody else, it's fine, but I have something to tell you. I don't look at you that way. I don't look at you as a boyfriend. If you want to be friends, we can be friends.
The detective essentially stated that Travis was friend-zoned by Mimi, but he still invited her instead of Jodi anyway.
What kept you to him? I don't understand.
Well, moving is expensive for one, so once I was there, I was kind of stuck there.
But why do you continue to go back to him? You know what he wants, you know that it's not healthy, but yet you continue to go back, and it brings us to this point where we are now.
Part of my perspective now has to do with the fact that I'm going through a repentance process that I've worked out with, you know, with my bishop.
You're grinding fishing and you're 49 right now. Wow. Let me see. I think this is your...
Preacher Jodi emerges for another 2 minutes, going into detail about scriptures and baptisms. The detective then interjects and starts getting more confrontational with the facts about Jodi's behavior towards Travis.
And
I forgot your name.
Kept this relationship hidden from everybody else, and
but yeah, nice.
Nobody really knew.
This guy wanted to die then because he got a friend zone, bruh.
Who I talked to and said, yeah, they continued to have a relationship even after they broke up. And there are others who were saying that you had become obsessive with him to the point to where you would go into his house when he wasn't there or when you weren't invited, and he would talk to people saying, you know, she just kind of showed up, and I don't want to tell her to leave, but you know, I don't want her here.
Oh, must have been early on, because there were a couple times when we established a rule early on, just don't come over unless, he said you can come over anytime, but I need to know first.
Wait, did I say 20?
The detective then starts ramping up the pressure
50.
and brings Jodi's alibi and road trip into the discussion.
And grinding to 21. Wait, what do you mean?
The first week of June, you took a trip to Salt Lake City. Which route did you take from there?
I was supposed to get on the 15 and go all the way up. And I somehow got off the 15.
Where did you end up?
For a while I was lost, and I'm not above sleeping in the car, so I slept for a while. Okay. I'm a heavy sleeper and I sleep a lot, so.
But you were on the 15 for a while, and you ended up getting off the 15 somewhere.
Yeah, I looked at a map, and I'm pretty sure I know where I went. Can I draw you a map?
Sure. So this trip took you a little over 48 hours then. I have a problem with this trip.
Well, I went first too.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I know you went down here. I've gone over this trip over and over in my mind and on paper. And even if there's still 20 some odd hours, even if you pulled over to sleep a couple of times.
Oh, did I tell you that I got stranded?
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned that. If you slept for 10 hours,
I only slept for about
here
8
and
hours.
here, it would still leave 18 some odd hours for something else. Okay. This is what people are focusing on, is this trip that you took. Because they're saying she left, she didn't get to till Thursday. Wednesday?
Oh.
That's when Travis was killed.
I did not go near his house. Aren't there?
I pulled your cell records. Your cell phone was turned off between here and here.
Oh,
I didn't
damn.
turn it off physically, but it died.
And then it magically,
I got
you
it.
found your charger here?
It was packed under the seat of the passenger side, and it was when I was.
When you were lost, you couldn't have maybe pulled over and found it, or?
Well, I did finally start looking when I was stranded. I wouldn't have pulled over when I was lost.
Detective Flores explains to Jodi multiple times over how the trip doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and whether it's feigned naivety or that she literally doesn't understand the concept of time and distance, she pretends to be confused by the allegation rather than actually confront it. This goes on for 3 minutes before the detective confronts Jodi with the evidence of the photographs on Travis's camera.
But I don't think you're being completely honest with me about that trip.
I honestly got lost. It's bad timing.
Were you at Travis's house on Wednesday?
Absolutely not. I was nowhere near Mesa. I was nowhere near Phoenix. I wasn't even close to him.
What if I could show you proof you were there? Will that change your mind?
I wasn't there.
You can be honest with me, Jodi.
I was not at Travis's house. I was not.
You were at Travis's house. You guys had a sexual encounter, which there's pictures. And I know you know there's pictures because I have them. I will show them to you.
Oh, damn, she's silent.
So, what I'm asking you is for you to be honest with me. I know you were there.
Are you sure those pictures aren't from another time?
Positive. Remember I told you about the camera?
Mm-hmm.
The card's intact. Remember I told you that card was destroyed? I didn't want to tell you the truth. And I have pictures of you in Travis's bedroom with Travis, pictures of him, and it's obvious you guys are having sex.
Damn!
Photos of each other, and they're dated and timestamped.
She hella dumb.
The day he died.
Yeah, at least she could have took the SD
Are you
card
sure
out.
it's me? I mean,
Or just stole the camera.
I was not there.
It's you. And you know it's you. I know all the details of this case. The only thing I don't know is why. Why did you choose to go visit
Yo,
Travis?
Vivian! What's up, Vivian? How you doing? What's up, Vivian? How you doing? We're watching The Wrath of Jodi. That's the girl that you see on the screen.
You did.
Your internet, oh my.
You hurt him. That's why we're here. That's why I flew up here.
But yeah, basically this girl is like
to talk to you about
this girl murders his ex-boyfriend.
I can just arrest you and throw you in jail.
And stuff like that, and she's being real dumb right now.
Why did you do this to him?
I wouldn't hurt Travis.
Alright,
He's
bet.
done so much for me.
What has he done, bro?
I know you took pictures of him in the shower just before he died.
Damn.
I don't think he would allow that.
Mm-hmm. And the camera actually took a couple of photos by accident during the time that he was being killed.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, Jodi, really. You were there. Quit playing this game. It's time for you to just come out and
I didn't
tell me.
know. I did not hurt Travis.
Damn.
I did not hurt Travis. wouldn't do that to him.
The detective then goes on to explain the DNA evidence collected at the crime scene, which includes Jodi's blood mixed with Travis's blood, Jodi's hair, and Jodi's bloody palm print.
You either had blood on your hand, and you touched the wall.
This girl's hella dumb.
The wall, and you touched the blood.
Could my palm print have already been there and then blood touched it?
Jodi. Jodi. This is over. This is
well, at 6 million worth of enchanted sugar.
You need to tell me the truth.
Listen, the truth is I did not.
The fact that it's going in my inventory, holy shit.
If you want, I can show you some pictures of him. Do you want to see pictures of him?
Part of me does and part of me doesn't.
Why? Because you don't want to remember?
No,
Jodi.
There's a morbid curiosity.
Jodi.
I wanted to know how he died.
We can keep playing these games over and over again. I'm not going to believe you. It's over.
Could it have been my blood from before?
Your image is not important right now.
Damn.
Saving the rest of your life is.
Listen, if I'm found guilty, I don't have a life. I'm not guilty. I didn't hurt Travis. If I hurt Travis, if I killed Travis, I would beg for the death penalty. It just seems so impossible. I'd want to see it. I'd want to know. I mean, I'm not a murderer, but I guess if I were to do that, I would wear gloves or, something. Okay, let's say for a second that I did.
Yeah, she's a dumb bitch.
I did it. I mean...
The motive is there. The jealousy issue.
Yeah, she's fucking dumb.
I wouldn't even say it was jealous. I mean, there may have been some jealousy there, but
then what is it? What caused this?
I think if anyone, maybe Travis was jealous, but
that's not what everybody else says. I can prove you were there. I can prove it. But what I don't have is I don't have answers on why it happened. Or, maybe something just got out of hand. Maybe things got out of hand.
Did you find the gun? Maybe that would...
Jodi, we're just playing games here. I'm gonna take a little
Murder
break.
weapons were never discovered. We're covered. God damn it, can I kill her? God damn it, can I kill her? Oh my god.
It's so important that you tell me why this occurred, what was going through your mind, and
why do I have
what caused you to do this. I'll let you think about that.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go look for some pictures, and I'll bring them over, and we'll continue this discussion. Okay, let me go find them. I'll be right back.
Tips, I'm not a murderer.
You can feel her fear. True.
It's a Glock.
Oh shit, the photos.
Did you? You probably found it by now.
Probably. I was taking it somewhere.
These are just a few photos.
Oh shit.
And I want to be careful not showing you certain photos.
Please
because
don't
some
show
of them are very bad.
If Travis were here today, he would tell you that if it wasn't me.
No. My job is to speak for Travis right now. And everything Travis is telling me
is that you?
Jodi did this to me.
Oh shit. Guess what? What happened? Oh. 1521, let's go.
Is he naked? In the shower?
Yep.
Jodi is then shown one of the pictures that was taken by accident while she was in the process of murdering Travis.
Oh shit! That's the picture.
It's your foot, Jodi.
That's blood.
Those are your pants. No, it's off color because we had to enhance it and the color kind of changes a little bit. That's Travis.
You have one question. Why the fuck is the camera
This is his bathroom.
always so bad? Quality so bad? True?
That is not my foot.
Couldn't even recognize Travis. He'd been there so long. Do you have any recent cuts that are healing?
Well, my cat scratches me. Little things. These are all her work. You can see. This is her. That's her. I've got scars. She's a feral cat. All these little things are her.
Well, enough about your cat, but there's no doubt in my mind that you were there. There's no doubt in my mind that you did this. None. So you can go until you're blue in the face and tell me you weren't there and you had nothing to do with it. I won't believe you. I want to know why. It's killing me inside. I don't know why.
Like, there's no reason for it. There's no reason why. There's no reason I would ever want to hurt him.
And I have a solid case against you. And I can present it to the judge. As cold as it is now. I don't know why she did it. Or I can present it to the judge with your explanation.
If I'm found guilty, what happens?
You'll have to pay the price.
Well, what's the price?
You're 9% against so fast. What the hell?
Don't you know
Jeez
what
Louise.
sentences are? The sentences that are carried for something.
It depends on your situation, how old you are, depends on the type of crime. It depends on whether you show
She
remorse.
is guilty as hell.
And part of that remorse is at least coming clean. When somebody doesn't come clean,
that's even worse.
I don't see any remorse. I know you're afraid. But you're already going
34.5? Oh no.
There's no backing up to
yesterday. Oh no.
There's no backing up to that day. It already happened. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to face the consequences.
You know, if I did that, I'd be fully ready to face the consequences. I'm not really for things like, you know, I'm all for the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. Okay? I just can't. I didn't kill Travis. I just didn't. I did not take his life.
You need to come out and tell me why this happened. I will not accept any other excuses. I will just move on with my investigation, with my final report, submitting all the conclusions and all the evidence. And we can just let a judge and a jury decide. We can leave it in the hands of a jury.
What about a lie detector test?
We can do that, that's fine.
Would that help me at all?
I mean, you can't use them in court, but...
Well, then there's no point in taking it.
Took a knife to him and couldn't stop. You couldn't stop. And before you knew it, it was all over. And then you panicked. And then you...
I've never been that angry at him. Not enough for that. I've been so far angrier at other people, at other ex-boyfriends.
Then tell me who could have done this. Who did this?
I don't know, but if I go to trial for this, and if I'm convicted for this, whoever did this is going to be sitting very pretty somewhere. Glad that it wasn't them.
And it's my job to make sure.
God, you're pissed at her. Why is that?
Person does not go to jail.
Is it because of her stupidity?
But I don't see an innocent person sitting in front of me.
Travis has done a lot for me, and I wouldn't hurt him. He introduced the gospel to me.
Why is everybody saying that you are capable of hurting him? Everybody says it.
I don't know why anyone.
So don't tell me that you're not capable.
I don't even hurt spiders. Oh, I kicked a dog once. I was a freshman in high school. And
yes,
I love, love, love animals. And we had this dog, his name was Doggy Boy, and my parents, until this dog that they have
who
now,
the
have
fuck
never
names
been
their
able
dog
to,
Doggy Boy?
and I don't mean just
The
them,
fuck?
we as a family have
Who
never
the
been able
fuck
to care
names their
for a
dog
dog
Doggy
properly as
Boy?
far as give it
Oh
attention
my
and
god.
take it for walks and be consistent.
To save you the oncoming ramble about Doggy Boy the dog, she lightly tapped him with her foot for tearing open the trash, and she's felt so bad ever since that it changed her entire worldview on the animal kingdom. She now apologizes to the dog, through the detective, who's conducting her interrogation for first-degree murder.
And I need to apologize for that to him. I know it sounds weird, my relationship with animals, it's kind of like they're like people too, you know, they have souls.
What you need to do is you need to apologize to Travis. But you just refuse.
Listen.
I can't help you anymore if you're not gonna help yourself.
You asked
I
me
really
prior.
can't. I can't, Jodi.
It's fascinating to observe how fast she can switch from one emotion to the next once she realizes a particular strategy hasn't worked. The attempt at elevating her character by expressing how much she cares for spiders and pets hasn't seemed to have any effect on the detective, so she then switches her disposition from sorrowful to analytical, as she once more tries to manipulate his perception of her.
If I did anything that had anything to do with his death in any way,
It's not if to me.
I wouldn't.
It's not if. It's not if at all.
Well, to me it is. I would be more than remorseful.
Is it maybe something you're blocking out of your head?
I don't think so. I mean, I tend to write everything down. I just finished the book The Road Less Traveled, and he said, the true definition of sanity is dedication to reality at all costs.
Well, this is definitely reality. We are sitting here inside of an office, the sheriff's department, and you are facing first-degree murder charges.
Damn.
And you are going to be booked into jail, and eventually you will be brought back to Arizona, and you will stand trial. That's the reality. And once you realize that, I think you'll be better for it.
I've had worse issues with other people. They're all still alive. I'm still friends with my ex-boyfriends. They're all still alive.
You know, I've been doing this a long time. And there's one thing that I can never
Hasn't changed
get
about
out of my
every
head.
single murder.
Ever since the first day I talked to you, there's an old saying that, you know, someone's just not acting right. Look into it. You have not acted right from day one. You're just not acting right, Jodi. You're acting like somebody who's guilty.
How so?
Oh.
You tell me. I know because I've been doing it a long time. It's
not
taken me a
that I
long
don't.
time to figure it out.
Damn.
But within the first 30 seconds to a minute of a conversation, I know when somebody's
34.6?
acting
Oh
right.
no.
There's a certain way people act.
I need to keep going.
How did I act?
Okay,
It would
it's not
make you
like
think.
it's not like TV. It's not anything like that. It's not what you see in the movies.
How many layers do you have,
because I'm not crying?
Luca? How many layers do you have?
No,
How many sugarcane layers do you have?
it's not because of that.
What is it? I mean, I'm not going to change how I act.
No,
so
obviously you
it's
can't
not-
change the way you're
No,
acting.
I mean, I am who I am.
Okay, you're sincere in the way you're acting, but
Well, how is
you're just not telling the
Be
truth.
right back.
How is it different?
Well, it's not really something you need to focus on anymore.
After Jodi failed her attempts to extract inside knowledge on the best way to behave in order to appear
Infinite farm
innocent,
full
she
3
then
layers.
attempts to explain why
Okay.
she hasn't been able to appear innocent.
It's not that I'm not remorseful that he died. The reason I hesitate is because maybe this is something that's wrong with me psychologically, is I think of the butterfly effect. And it's like, you
She's
can
going
say
off
that the
topic.
guy pumping gas station,
She's going off
gas at the
topic.
gas
Off
station
topic.
could have potentially,
Topic.
because you
Stop
see all
going
these
off topic.
movies, these funky movies,
Oh,
where
I
it's
have
like this
3
is back to
layers.
this, which back to this, which back to this, if you
I
ever
have 3
recognize
layers.
I know if you had never met him, you probably still
Oh,
be
you
alive.
son of a gun! You son of a gun, Klein!
That's because you
You
killed
son of a gun!
No, I just
Klein, you're gonna
can't
kill my. You're gonna
admit
kill the battle.
something that I didn't
All right, Klein,
do.
send me
If it would
a
help-
request.
If it would help my case and give me an easier sentence, I know that people
Send me a
think
request.
that
You're
those
killing me.
things-
And I
No,
don't
Luca's
want
gonna
you to do
catch
that.
up now. No. No.
That is the
Fuck.
absolute last thing I want.
Let's
I wish that
no.
I had answers. I'm sorry. There's just no reason.
Invite me again. Invite me again.
There's just no reason.
There's no good reason why this happened. There's never a
Can you
good
invite me?
reason why somebody dies like this.
There we go.
This seems to be the moment Jodi fully confronts the reality of her situation.
No,
the anguish she has
Clyde,
over
you're
her own
killing
fate
me.
will become visible, yet she will now disguise this anguish as grief over Travis's death. She does this by posing a question.
How many times was Travis stabbed?
More than I want to remember.
What? That's bullshit. What do you mean? Why did this happen? Come here. Come here. Fuck you, no. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave.
Travis's family is gonna miss out on Travis.
Oh
There's
shit.
just no reason I
Oh, you son of a
ever
gun.
want to hurt him.
All I know is that I need a story or else it's just cold. It's so cold. But without the truth, I can't paint another picture.
No, you're so no. Okay, wait. I need to go back. I need to go back. I need to go back. No.
You don't want him painting that picture.
Shit.
I have to maintain my innocence. I can't admit to doing something.
Wait,
I
wrong
haven't
way.
done.
Shit.
Well, I have more work
Go
to do.
back. Go back.
Can you give me a rundown of what's gonna happen from here when you leave?
No, Clyde ruined it.
Like, just today, for example.
Keep going. No, I cannot let Luca. I cannot let Luca. No. Fuck, I need to limit it. I need to limit it to one per person.
It's gonna reveal how shallow I am. But before they book
Get
me, can I
ready,
clean
Luca.
myself
Let's
up a
go.
You're gonna be taking the one
Let's
you
go. Yes, stay like that, Clyde. Stay like that.
little? Do I have to go in handcuffs everywhere? It's just procedure.
Whether you wrote a bad check or
Oh my god.
facing murder charges, you're gonna go in handcuffs.
Hydrate? Okay, let's boys hydrate. Luca, you gotta hydrate. Both your hands.
Should have at least done your makeup, Jodi. Gosh. I didn't hear you breathe. I wonder how am
Alright, I hydrated.
And I can't
Hydrated.
breathe. I didn't hear
Yeah, she going crazy. She already crazy. Ew! What the fuck? How did you hydrate without stopping the fire? Cause it's called one hand climb. Get wrecked, you thought. What the fuck is she doing? You tried, ha 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 ha. She is fucking crazy.
Still beating.
Jodi was then taken to the county jail and charged with the murder of Travis Alexander. She stayed there overnight, and it would be a total of 16 hours before she was taken back to the Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office. Her second interrogation commenced at approximately 9:30 a.m.
Fuckers! Oh no. Luca, you cannot catch up. Haha. She fucking dumb. She going crazy, right? She literally could have scratched her hair. She could have scratched her head using her hands.
Stand up for me. As I take these cuffs off, just go ahead and put your hands down at the waist, okay?
The game plan for this second interrogation will be a lot more strategic. Investigators will have studied the footage the day prior and will now have a greater understanding of Jodi's personality. The initial tactic is for Detective Blaney to criticize and berate the suspect's character while simultaneously reinforcing fear and apprehension. She makes it very clear from the offset that the suspect's fabricated naivety and sickly sweet persona will not work on this occasion, and Jodi's self-esteem will be broken down in a manner that would typically be considered bullying or abuse under different circumstances. This is done so that when Detective Flores returns, it will be a welcome relief, and an immediate rapport will then be attained, which in turn will make the suspect far more likely to cooperate. It's a derivative of good cop, bad cop, and the two investigators execute this technique in a near-perfect manner. Detective Blaney's time with the suspect is essentially a non-stop psychological onslaught, which is sometimes executed in a passive manner, while other times in a far more direct manner. During the latter stages of the bad cop procedure, Jodi will be asked if she would prefer to speak with Detective Flores instead. This question is posed a total of 5 times, and only on the 5th time will Jodi finally give in and admit that she would. This will give her the impression that when Detective Flores finally returns, it was all her doing, rather than a calculated and prearranged strategy.
Okay.
The voice recorder isn't actually for the purpose of recording the conversation. It is a prop to reinforce the perception of Detective Blaney being the enemy, and not to be trusted. You'll notice that when Detective Flores returns, this device will be switched off, therefore reinforcing the idea that he is the friend who can be trusted.
Today's date is July 16th, and my name is Detective Rachel Blaney, and I'm here with Jodi Arias.
Detective Rachel Blaney. Baloney.
This is just formality, and this is, you know, if I have to, you know, write up a report of what we talked about, at least I know word for word.
Please, 35 mil, let's go.
Okay. The reason that I wanted to talk with you this morning, there's a couple of reasons actually. Let me say this: it's obvious to me that, you know, you're not our typical suspect. You know, you come from a good home, a good family. Your parents obviously care about you. That was evident, you know, when they talked to him yesterday. And you're
Nightmare's having a good sleep schedule, true? Well,
make
sure.
More intelligent than you were letting on yesterday.
She is trying to get her sleep schedule back, but she keeps waking up in like the middle of like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Yeah. Oh my God, no, that's not. Hopefully she can stay asleep this time. Hopefully.
That took Travis's life. But what I need to know, or what I'd like to know, and give you the opportunity to do, is determine whether, you know, you're a cold-blooded,
you destroy your sleep schedule because of farming,
murderer who slaughtered this guy, or are you somebody that got caught up in circumstances and things got out of control? When this hits the news, and it will. It'll go to the media. Do you want to be portrayed?
Yeah, Luca, you shouldn't. You should go sleep right now, because I think it's
cold-hearted murder, because the media loves that. I'm trying to.
I think it's like 1 o'clock for you. You know, you should go sleep.
Give you a chance to make.
You destroy your sleep schedule watching me. True. No, you're killing me. No, you're helping. You're helping Luca win this dumb battle. No. Okay, send me requests. You want it? Wait, you want it against Luca? Ooh, let's go, Luca. Go against Luca. Yeah, send him a request. His username is Luca Luki 128. 128, the heck? Luca Luki 28. Come on. Get him, Ice. Let's go, Ice. You're on my side. Let's go, Ice.
It's a matter of, do you want to take control of your situation?
Not Luca Luki 28. It is.
Picture of who you are, because you're the only one that knows.
Do it, and you have to accept it.
The professional ruthlessness of this investigator
you have
is
to
quite
accept
astonishing.
it, Luca.
The demeaning and sarcastic tone she manages to superimpose
I better
over
see your
straight
name
facts
tag
is
in the
gripping to
duo
witness.
request. I mean, duo game.
It's a matter of, like I said, this guy.
Luca, quick, change your MC username. Oh no.
building some sort of what you thought was some
Luca's
sort of
waiting.
relationship.
Let's
You know,
go.
were
Let's
you
go.
were you hoping for marriage? Is this something that you were hoping for? Was he leading you down that path?
Oh, I think Ice is getting on.
You know, did he take advantage of you? Were there promises made that were broken? Did he betray your trust in some way? I don't know. Only you know that.
Alright, Cloud, I'm gonna go sleep. Have a good night. Thank you for coming to
For
stream.
you, Jodi.
Thank you very much.
You know, you're a young.
You're gonna destroy my lead off screen anyways. Oh no. Alright, Cloud, thank you so much for coming to stream.
You should be fighting for yourself right now.
Have a good night. Make sure you stay hydrated and stuff like that.
And it's gonna destroy
and make sure you F Luca over with his farm encounter. Alright, Ice, you gotta send him a request. Send him a request.
Jodi manages to veer off on trivial aspects of her and Travis's relationship that paint her in a positive light. Officer Blaney makes it very clear that she has far less patience than Officer Flores. With what appears to be a very sympathetic tone, she will snap the suspect's focus back to the element of the murder.
As much as I love Travis,
what's his IGN? His IGN is Luca Luki28. Stall him, run away from him. Run, okay? Run away, and you cannot quit, Luca. Luca, you cannot quit. It's Luca Luki28. It's right here on the bottom left. Actually, you can't see it. Yeah, right there. Invite him, and he has to set. So you better run away. Ice, you gotta run away so you can ruin him. Ruin his counter for me. Do it. Let's go.
You tell young Travis's family. I'm just trying to fill in the holes there, you know, and just kind of guess.
Invite him and make it long. Ice, make it long and just run away. Run away from him. I better. Oh, he's in a duel games. Let's go. Ice, you gotta run.
Once Jodi is forcefully brought back to reality,
Ice,
she
run
all
away.
of a sudden
Run in
has nothing
circles.
to say. The passive yet disparaging tone of the detective must be a very hard thing for an individual to have to sit there and take. Especially someone who has used their fabricated sweet nature to their advantage most of their life in order to avoid these types of situations.
What is that?
And if you're smart,
on your time, or in your time, I'm not sure. I don't know.
You get a whole lot of other chances to do this. Probably none. Once the wheels start turning, they move real fast, and you will be out of control then. You know, I'm a spiritual person myself, and I don't think that I would want that, you know, inside of me. I wouldn't want all of the ugliness of the lies.
Alright, he better not be in Skyblock. Yes, let's go, Luke. Let's go, Ice. Let's go, destroy Luca. Why the fuck is she moving on around the damn table, bruh?
Jodi is clearly exhausted and terrified. She, at this moment, was being observed by both Detective Blaney and Detective Flores in another room, and they even contemplated having Detective Flores enter at this moment. They ultimately decided against it, however, and Detective Blaney re-enters the room to maximize this state of dejection. The pressure will now be increased to a considerable degree.
Maybe I did have a wrong picture of you. You know, all of this time that you and I have been talking, and I got information from your other interview, you are talking about insignificant things at this point. You're talking about money. You're talking
oh my god.
About
yes, he's still in the duel game. Let's go, Ice.
Everything but.
Run away, make circles.
You're talking about just people I care about. You're talking about everything but how bad you feel about Travis. You only respond to my questions.
If I murdered Travis, I would be very remorseful.
I think that I've gotten the wrong picture of you. I think that, you know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you are that cold-blooded person that they're trying to portray. And, you know, I'm just really confused. At this point, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe there isn't anything that you can do to help yourself. You know, maybe I was wrong.
You're back just to say you didn't answer me on Discord. Can we talk tomorrow on Discord? Oh yeah. Wait, you sent me a message? He's sending me a
I don't know
message.
what else to do for you here,
When?
Jodi. I'm kind of at the end of my rope. You're not going to get a whole lot of people that are trying to help you out along the way beyond this point.
I did not see it.
And what I'm hearing is somebody who doesn't give a rip about what happened. I'm hearing somebody that's worried about money, your appearance.
We can talk. We can talk
everything
tomorrow.
about you.
We can talk tomorrow.
I don't hear anything about Travis unless you're specifically asked. How do you think that looks?
Listen, I don't care so much.
No, you listen.
Nice.
you are not grasping the reality here, Jodi. You are acting like the person that I portrayed, the ugly, cold-blooded murderer.
Every time Jodi breaks down, the detective immediately focuses on Travis's family. She makes it abundantly clear that she has absolutely no sympathy for the suspect despite her best efforts.
I know Travis's family is struggling with why, and that would be the one thing that would give them closure. They may never like you, but I think that they would be appreciative of why their son's life was taken. I know if it was my child, that's what I would want.
Alright.
And I know that you're not a mother.
Let's go, Ice. Stall, let's go.
But all women have those mothering instincts within them. And I think that you can understand that, what I'm saying. Was I off base, Jodi?
Be clear as
Sure. I understand that you're a very private person. Everybody has said that, and that's glaringly apparent. But all your business is going to be out in the open right now, so there's really nothing to hide from anymore. You know what I mean? Do you think at this point that your pride matters more than Travis's family's grief?
Oh.
This is your chance to make at least something right. Even if it's on a small scale, it's a big deal to his folks. This is your opportunity to make right on some of your selfishness.
I wasn't angry at Travis. Everyone keeps saying whoever did this was so angry.
Then what were you? Were you jealous?
Oh, damn. It's over. Nice, Ice. Let's go. Let's go, Ice. I'm guessing you stalled him. Let's go. Haha, Luca, get wrecked. Get wrecked. That's what you get.
Me too. I told him I wasn't going to.
This is all fun and games. All fun and games.
That you actually showed up?
Jodi prepares to set off on another tangent about photography, but gets shut down right away. The detective doesn't allow her thoughts to keep wandering off on something unrelated as a means for attaining a brief distraction
Let's
from
go,
reality.
Luca. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Luca. Get wrecked. Let's go.
Jodi,
Homie's back to his private world ASAP.
You don't want to do the right thing for the family. You don't want to.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Go here. Let's start.
And I don't appreciate.
Let's start the third layer, or not the third layer. We're going back to layer one. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I thought that it would be easier for you to talk to a woman.
Oh no, Jacob's content is 25 minutes. I can.
Sometimes it is.
Let's go. Now it's one-on-one. Now it's one for one, Luca.
After today, things are going to go so
instead, it was longer
fast
for you. Haha. I'll take
You're
it.
going to be totally out of control of the situation. The wheels of justice will start turning. I understand that you're afraid.
Let's go.
And that you're horrified about that person within you that could do something like that. But it happened, and it's a done deal, and you did. At least you can do is tell the family how it happened so they can understand why. I mean, do you think you're going to get this opportunity again? to sit down and just have a free-form discussion. There's not going to be any situation or place that's going to make it any easier for you. This is as good as it gets for you right now. Would you rather talk to him?
Alright. Man didn't do nothing to my points.
If you do,
Oh no.
You know, that's
what's
fine.
your
sure
thing now?
he'd be
What's your
willing to
thing
talk
at?
with you again? Or would you rather
What's your thing at,
continue
Luca?
talking with me? It's up to you.
I don't really have a preference, I guess.
I don't know what it is that's going on inside your head right now. I don't know whether you're weighing the odds.
34.76. Let's go. Let's go.
Don't you think
yes.
that it's going to make just a little bit of difference inside yourself? As far as that closure
Yo, what's
goes,
up?
if you know that the
Gel
family
underscore
at
man.
least
What's up? What's up? How you
has
doing?
Something, and if you're not going to do that today with me right now, I'm just going to send you back across the street.
I am playing some Minecraft,
Because we've been
Hypixel, and informing, of course. But at the same time, we're watching this criminal investigation
you know, the entire day.
of this girl who murdered his ex-boyfriend.
And if you think you're feeling grief over this whole incident, think about how they feel. For once, think about somebody else.
We're right, gonna get some food. Alright, ice. Alright, let's go. Good old food.
Like I said, I thought it would be easier for you to talk to a woman.
I kind of do want to talk to him because he has been in contact with with Travis's family a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if that would make any difference, but I know that he already talks to them on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I'm sure that, you know, he has somewhat of a relationship with them. So I'll go see if he's...
Yeah, I'm not trying to stall or anything, but I've got to go to the bathroom again. Can we go?
Yeah.
Hey.
Rachel called me and told me that you wanted to talk to me. Are you doing okay?
It doesn't matter how I'm doing.
It does to me.
Thank you, but it doesn't matter. What matters is how
Alright, gotcha.
I told you yesterday I've been doing this for a long time.
You ain't gonna send dual requests from ICE for the rest of the stream.
The person's family who was hurt, they're obviously hurting. But there's a second family that hurts as well.
Got you, Gel underscore man. I don't know how you say it. Gel? It's not
the
gel.
The objective of good cop, bad cop
it's
seems
gel,
to have worked.
I think, yeah.
A higher level of trust and rapport seems to now be established. Jodi pours out her emotion as the detective offers a sympathetic and understanding tone. But then something very interesting happens. Once she composes herself, she for some reason requests to see the photos of Travis. Not before, but after he was murdered. Many could think she is attempting to gain some sort of depraved satisfaction from seeing them. Yet going off how the rest of this interrogation plays out, it's more likely that she is trying to gather information, or at least confirm something in the photographs, before she amends her
Gel,
new narrative.
It's pronounced?
This is more of a selfish reason.
It's Gel man, I'm guessing?
Some sense of closure. I know it's kind of morbid. I don't even think I really deserve closure.
What is it you want to know about the photos?
You could have killed myself the whole time.
Do you want to see the room? Do you want to see the bathroom?
Alright, can I waste time looking at your profile? Nope.
Is it the
nope,
photos
I gotta go.
Before it happened that you want to see?
Alright, gotcha.
I think the photos of after everything.
I won't show you those.
Is there any that you can?
Let's go, Ice. On the internet, on screen, high five. Let's go. High five.
By the time we got there.
I'm pulling my hands out. You gotta smack your other hand, and boom.
The detective attempts to get the dialogue flowing in a subtle manner, yet he's given the silent treatment anytime he poses an incriminating question. Jodi knows exactly what she can and can't say with respect to her own preservation. Her internal self is far more calculated than the naive exterior
you
she
have to accept
continuously
it.
portrays.
Let's go.
So why were you there that day? Please tell me.
When am I? Not anytime soon, because I still gotta stream, and it's probably gonna be like nighttime, because it was after the war games that I had time, but then you went offline, so yeah.
With you, besides you and Travis?
No, you don't. Yes, you do.
Are you protecting somebody else?
Yes, you do, Luca.
The detective allows for extended periods of silence. Only Jodi will know for sure what she was thinking, yet one could safely assume she is desperately constructing her new narrative during these moments.
Trying to just figure it out. Just trying to think. What happened to me today and from here on out?
Why so much sugarcane? Because it's high pixel and I need to farm sugar canes, basically. Yeah.
Confession.
Nothing else changes. It just speeds up the process.
It's all really blurry. It really is blurry.
Farm.
Can I please see those photos?
Farm, you got him in a duo. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Ice. We found blood downstairs. There was nobody.
There's blood on the outside of the
There's blood outside of the washing machine. There's
little things that
give us clues what you're doing afterwards.
Everybody says he just leaves his doors open when he's home. Trusts everybody.
Have you ever seen the movie The Secret?
I don't think so.
This was the cue for Jodi's next series of insufferable rambles. The detective valiantly endures this for the next 31 minutes to lower her guard.
I used to go to sleep at night and I would hear gunshots. We weren't in a bad neighborhood, but our neighborhood neighbored another neighborhood that wasn't that great.
Dang, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get wrecked, Luca.
Their dogs. They were swinging by and pick up Amy. And I wasn't there, I don't think. I was at one other person thing. I've never been endowed. I've never been through the temple, but from what I understand, I think that it's such a sacred place. And meditating there and being there will help to give you further insight about where. There were 3 fears. One was handguns, which is one of the reasons I got a gun. There was a CHP here in town that said he would take me out and go target practicing. And I went to the sporting goods store several times to see what he had, and they were all in the $500 or $600 range for the kind that I wanted. So they were too expensive, but then there was this one, it was cheap.
Jodi's dialogue eventually winds up on the subject of Travis, and how Travis was private about the shower. The detective seizes the moment to catch Jodi off guard. He subtly poses a highly incriminating question in a jokingly manner.
He was very private about the shower, like we...
Is that why you were taking pictures of him in the shower?
No, no.
She doesn't deny she was there, only that she wasn't taking the pictures for that particular reason. She doesn't refute what is essentially an accusation, only a part of the context within it. This seems to be the moment where Jodi realizes the holes in her story are beyond repair. She has to admit she was at least at the scene of the crime, and will now start to scramble her thoughts to garner the most self-preserving storyline.
Trying to get back at him.
No,
What went wrong? Did he say something to you? What did you do?
Damn.
Did you plan on doing that the whole time? I don't believe you planned it.
Let's go, Ice. Let's go. He's still in the... Luca's still in the duos game. Let's go.
Why not?
Let's go.
Did someone catch you there? Someone not expecting you to be there?
They would have seen my car.
Then who was it?
Listen, I can tell you. I can tell you everything that I know or that I remember.
Okay. What do you remember?
Is there any way I can see those pictures?
No, not right now.
Can I see them soon? I will. No.
You need to start letting me know what happened.
Okay.
You're telling me that some other people were there.
He was kneeling down in the shower. I don't this is his shower and the sink is over here, I was like right here taking pictures. And I don't really know what happened after that exactly, except I think he was shot.
Where were you?
If this is his shower, I'm just sitting here. I was like, well, if this is his shower, I'm sitting here. I was like right here.
It's over.
His bathtub is right here, and I was caking out here, and I was just going
Luca's
through
back
the pictures,
to farming
and I
now.
heard this loud ring. And I don't really remember except Travis was screaming. I think I got knocked out, but I don't think I was out long. And there were two people there, and
What'd you say?
I remember putting my hand on his back because he was on all four of his knees. He was like on his knees like this, doing something like this or something like, I don't know. And I was like, are you okay? What's going on? What's going on? He's like, go get help, go get help. And I said, okay. And I turned around, there were two people there. One was a guy and one was a girl. I couldn't tell that at first, but you could just see one was a girl, and I assumed the other was a guy because their build, and then their voices. Travis was screaming the whole time. He wasn't screaming like a girl, he was just like,
damn.
Like he was in pain, like he was like shocked, like, oh, you know.
What happened, Jodi? What did you see?
I took it out like a little bitch. I ran. He was still like conscious and still alive, and
But you just left him there.
no, I ran into the closet and he stopped me and he didn't touch me. He was just held the gun to my head and he was like, you don't go anywhere. And he told the other girl to finish it. I didn't see. He told me to stay there and not to move.
And where was that, in the closet?
No, it was
She describes that the male stopped her from leaving, and then goes into detail about how her phone wasn't charged and how she forgot her phone charger. She then describes how she valiantly tried to save Travis from the female attacker.
She was over him, and I just rushed her and I pushed her.
In the next moment, she will state that the assailant comes back when she never went anywhere to begin with.
I got Travis, and he wasn't like standing up, really. He wasn't really doing much, and I was trying to get him, and she came back. I got him kind of far, like right here. She came back. He was starting to just get weaker and weaker. And this guy
Damn, let's go, Ice. Good stuff, good stuff.
And she said that
What is your counter now, Luca?
Do me too, because
What is your counter now? Go.
because it was there, and he's like, no, that's not why we're here.
From what you're telling me, she was the aggressive one and he was the more passive.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely aggression as far as, I mean, I don't know what you define aggression by, but like there was definitely a sternness.
So it seemed like they knew him, obviously.
Yeah, but he didn't seem to know that.
34?
I mean, he was a little
34?
Out of it. Plus they had masks on
Oh wait,
anyway,
34.48. Let's go. Or
expressing kind of
0.84.
recognition.
Let's go.
I couldn't talk.
The detective takes her back to the moment she tried to save Travis from the female attacker.
So I wasn't sure. I just knew I had to hold on to her hands because she had a knife.
What hand did she have it in?
She had it in this hand, but well, her right, I guess. So.
Right.
I just said, come on, come on. You know, he was naked, but I didn't care. Just come on. And he's like, I can't. I said, come on. He's like, I can't feel my legs.
Jodi had obviously seen a lot of bad movies. Bear in mind, this conversation she had with Travis was supposedly happening as she was simultaneously fighting off a knife-wielding attacker. She glosses over the struggle, and she somehow ends up outside the bathroom. The two assailants are now inside the bathroom, arguing with each other about Jodi's fate. She hasn't stated whether Travis is alive or dead at this point.
It wasn't like super yelling, it was kind of like hushed but intense. Like, you need to da-da-da, shut up, it's not over here. Things like that.
The male assailant then takes Jodi's registration out of her wallet and looks at her address.
He said, if you ever say anything about this, he said they'll do to my family the same way and me. And I didn't care so much about me at that point. He said, you need to leave, and don't you call anybody, and don't you say anything. He's all, I'm giving you one chance. And she said she's gonna rat us off, she's gonna say something, and he was like, shut up. He was like, you get one chance.
Jodi then leaves in her car. She of course doesn't mention the fact that she then left Travis a voicemail to give herself an alibi for not being there.
I was really scared. I was really freaked out of my mind.
I don't believe you.
Uh-huh.
I came in here hoping that you would tell me the truth. And this is not the truth, Jodi.
Damn.
This does not make any
He
sense.
just called her out. He
Really
just called her out.
Because I feel that I could have done more. I feel that I should have gotten help. I feel that I should have been stronger.
You feel responsible because you did this.
Uh-huh.
I did not
Jodi,
kill
you did.
Travis.
You did. And there's nothing you can say that'll change my mind at this point. This is an elaborate story which does not make any sense. I've done this for a long time. And this is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard. And it's not going to help you. Is that how you want to leave this?
I just don't want my family to get hurt.
There is a reason why you did this, and you just refused to tell me why. Maybe because you are cold and calculated. There's no reason somebody else would come in and do this to him. There's no motive whatsoever.
You know,
And
once you
found
get off to the next stream, you're gonna demolish my lead. What you talking about? What you talking about? What, you gonna stay up all night?
You're being alone, angry at him for not keeping you.
You gonna stay up all night?
No, that's what I'm trying to figure it out. There's so many motives
Luca.
with you.
Like yesterday. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, Luca's a sweat here.
Jodi continues to give random details about the fictional assailants for a further 8 minutes without being asked. The detective then ends the interrogation.
One was male, one was female. They were taller than me. Not by a whole lot.
Are you ready to go back?
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess I'd still like to say something to his family, but I don't think I have anything that could bring them comfort.
Okay.
Maybe I could write them a letter.
Even
All right,
as the
let's go.
detective is leaving the room, Jodi attempts to add further credibility to the new narrative and gives more details of the two attackers.
I could give you the
So
best
many
description.
inconsistencies that I don't even want to deal with right now.
Okay, I just don't want my family to get hurt.
Okay. They won't get hurt. You're hurting them right now by not telling me the truth.
Damn.
That's what you're doing.
Damn.
Okay?
Ooh.
Detective Blaney comes back
1/4
with a pen and paper
to
3
farming,
minutes later. She was curious to
39,
see what Jodi would write to
25%
Travis's
G's
family.
Louise.
It ended up being a self-serving and whimsical paragraph about how sorry she was that she couldn't save Travis. The family were never given the letter. Jodi completely dissects and carefully examines the ham and cheese sandwich before she eats any of it, and as you've probably guessed by now, continues to behave in a rather unusual manner.
Ew! She's disgusting. That is disgusting. Luca, did you see that, Luca? Luca, did you see that? That's disgusting. Ew.
Okay. You ready to go?
I think so. I guess that's really all I needed. Sorry. Don't roll the tape yet.
Why was he a good traveling companion?
Oh, he was a great traveling companion for many reasons. Traveling with Travis was kind of like
Yeah,
traveling with your own personal comedian or serenader.
Jodi not only stuck with her story about the assassination squad, she doubled down and agreed to every media request that came her way. She also stuck with a soft-spoken, sweet-natured, Jesus-loving character that wouldn't hurt spiders, let alone human beings. But she once again fails to realize this fake disposition doesn't match the situation whatsoever. If you were sitting in a squalid jail, wrongfully accused of murder, and as a result facing life in prison or even the death penalty, you wouldn't be acting like this. She's trying to come across as the innocent girl next door, but she just looks like a terrifying lunatic.
True lunatic.
Some 27 times and shot once in the left cheek. Who could have done this to him?
I don't know.
Who do you think killed him?
I have no idea.
Jodi, you're pretty calm sitting here. How are you managing to stay so calm?
Jeez.
Through my faith and through the knowledge of my own innocence. That's the only thing. I would be shaking in my boots right now if I had to answer to God for such a heinous crime.
Jodi Arias killed Travis Alexander. There is no question about it.
This is Jodi's defense team, and what you just saw was the very beginning of their opening statement on the first day of her trial. The date is January 2nd, 2013, exactly 4 years, 6 months, and 2 days after Travis was murdered.
The million-dollar question is what would have forced her to do it.
They must have figured the assassination story wouldn't go down well with a jury, especially when confronted with the many steps Jodi took to get away with the murder. So the narrative has now changed for a third time, and the defense have to come up with a plausible explanation for Jodi's trail of deception. The hole she had dug herself into was exceptionally deep, and her attorneys are now crafting the rope to pull her out.
Jodi did not always tell the truth about what happened that night. She was scared. Scared about what had happened, and scared about what she had done. She had absolutely no experience with police interrogation before.
You don't say.
And so when they talked to her...
You don't say.
She wasn't always truthful.
I like this narrator.
Her fear and her panic about what had happened led her to tell different stories. Throughout this trial, you will learn more about Jodi Arias.
Although not everyone in Travis's family were devout Mormons, all of them were close. He in particular had a very strong relationship with his sister Tanisha, and as you can probably tell, a picture can say 1,000 words.
Much more.
Damn, she is fucking mad.
You will find that
The
she's an
idol,
articulate, bright young
shit.
woman who's a very
His sister's
talented
like,
artist and
this
photographer.
bitch, I'm
And so
kill
what
her.
would have
I'm
forced her
gonna
to
fucking
have
rip
to
her
take
hair off.
Travis's life on that awful day?
Straight up.
In order to answer that question, we have to go back to the beginning.
The bulk of the defense's opening was to paint Jodi as the naive victim and Travis as the calculated villain.
Being a Temple member and an executive director of prepaid legal, outward appearances would be very important to Travis. And so while he continued this facade of being a good and virginal Mormon man, he was inwardly dealing with his own sexual issues. And in Jodi, he found somebody who was easily manipulated and controlled. Someone who would provide him with that secretive sexual relationship that he needed.
They also mentioned that Travis was violent with Jodi on several occasions, that he would fly into these sudden rages for almost no reason, and that Jodi was terrified of him. They end their statement with Jodi's latest account of how Travis was killed, which is now a case of justifiable self-defense. The attorney gets to the moment Jodi was taking pictures of Travis in the shower.
Jodi accidentally drops Travis's camera. And as that camera was falling, that was enough for Travis, because he lunged at Jodi in anger, knocking her to the ground in the bathroom where there was a struggle. Jodi's life was in danger. In just a minute from this picture, we go to the next picture, where it's Travis's body. He's clearly injured already. In a minute.
Like that?
Now that very brief moment of time, a minute, is not the result of premeditation. In that 1 minute, had Jodi not been forced to defend herself,
Party mat still going.
none of us
Cutting
would
sugarcane.
be here.
Because I'm using one hand, by
In
the way.
that 1 minute, had Jodi not chosen
Oh
to
shoot!
defend
Jacob's
herself,
contest. Luca.
would not be
Uh-oh.
This is not a case of who done it. The person who done it, the person who committed this killing, sits in court today. It's the defendant, Jodi Ann Arias. And the person that she done it to is an individual by the name of Travis
You have 10
Victor
seconds, 10
Alexander,
seconds more because of
a
your
former
sister.
boyfriend of hers, an individual that she was in love with.
You have 10 seconds more farming to do because of your sister-in-law, so...
An individual that was one of the greatest blessings in her life. And this love, well, she rewarded that love for Travis Victor Alexander by sticking a knife in his chest. And you know, he was a good man, according to her. And with regard to being a good man, well, she slit his throat as a reward for being a good man. And in terms of these blessings, well,
yo, what's up? The don't shoot. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing some farming, and I'm also watching this criminal psychology stuff.
Sitting position.
This is very important to take note of. The prosecution just referred to this, the last photograph of Travis alive. Their argument is that Jodi either asked him to sit down or at least waited for him to sit down before she began her attack. She knew Travis had to be in a disadvantaged position before she commenced her assault. And the prosecution's argument is that it was at this moment when Travis received a stab wound to the heart. He would have then began to rapidly lose consciousness from that point forward. He attempted to protect himself and escape, but he was soon overwhelmed by his attacker due to the rapid blood loss. The pool of blood outside his bathroom reinforces the argument that his throat was cut after the stabbings. And a coroner's report, which will be revealed in more detail later on, concludes that Travis was in all likelihood shot in the head last. Jodi's version, on the other hand, has to be that Travis was shot first. The reason for this will also be explained later on.
And began and stuck the knife in his chest.
This is a testimony. This is court. The judge. This is his defendant.
He grabbed the knife.
Dang, Jodi's ruthless. Yeah.
I pushed the girl who was there, and I was able to get the better of her, and I was about to run out. Get out and go get some help.
Something story.
I was then confronted by the guy.
I need to continue this farming.
My purse. And lo and behold, in my purse, believe it, of course,
will be explained later on.
And began and stuck the knife in his chest. He struggled. He grabbed the knife. And when he grabbed the knife, of course that resulted in more blood. I pushed the girl who was there, and I was able to get the better.
You're rolling in Skyblock Z. Wait, what? SBZ Discord right now? Who's that?
Except that I was then confronted by the guy.
What's that?
This guy started looking through my purse. And lo and behold, in my purse, believe it or not, I happen to have my car registration that shows my address. Because that's what I carry around. So they knew.
Oh, the Skyblock Z Discord?
Knew
okay, so I was right.
Exactly where I live. And he said to me, well, if you tell what happened here, the same thing's going to happen to your family. There's a different story now. Now, it's not that she wasn't there. Now, it's not that it's two people with whatever variation she may have provided to these national shows.
Are doing a giveaway now, and everyone can roll, and if you hit exactly 50, you get 2.4 billion. If you hit exactly 10 million. Wait, if you hit exactly 10 million, you get a Hyperion. And you can also win 50 mil minus or recon lobby.
This is exhibit number 248.
Wow.
The jury is going to convict me.
Let me see.
Why not?
Because I'm innocent, and you can mark my words on that one. No jury will convict me.
I also asked that.
I'm guessing that's some giveaway stuff. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Nope.
for her premeditated
Sounds like a
killing
scam, but, you
of
know,
Travis Alexander.
if it's not
Jodi
good for
spent
them.
18 days on the stand. When she knew what questions were coming, and when completely uncontested, she was very much in her element. She was able to respond to the questions instinctively, and her dialogue came out in a confident and natural manner. You could tell she had each and every one of her responses planned to a T, and had considerable
How is it a scam?
faith
There are
that her
no
manipulative prowess would ultimately save her.
I don't know why, but they were Spider-Man, and
At this point in the trial, the
to be
defense
honest,
had
I can't
already
trust any of those
detailed how
stuff, not
Travis
gonna
was
lie.
physically abusive,
It says that,
sexually
but, you know.
overbearing, and a deep-seated pedophile. Jodi stated that she caught him on his computer looking at images of children, and that Travis had even asked her to wear Spider-Man underwear during sex. The next segment is Jodi's supposed theory as to why Travis had such a request.
I do know, however, that the year prior, there was a child
my
he was
cousins
close
are
with
here
that
now.
really
Oh
liked
god.
Spider-Man. I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
Alright, let's pause for a second. I'm gonna keep farming though. I'm gonna keep farming. Alright. I think we're good.
But he was very much into Spider-Man.
This is the reason why she never left Travis after finding out about his pedophilic urges.
I was under the impression that when he was able to sleep with a woman as opposed to fantasizing about a child, he felt like more normal as a man. So, also I had seen prior to this incident many
How is it a
beautiful
scam?
qualities
There's
about him
no
and
wait.
good qualities
Sorry,
about him
ladies.
and
The
things that were attractive about
Doomslayer
him.
mask stays
I
on
believe that this
turret.
incident was a negative part of himself.
You've done the
that he
command
didn't want
113 times
to
and you haven't
foster,
won anything.
or that he was
Rip.
fighting or struggling against, and that he ultimately wanted to eradicate.
So just to clarify what she actually said, her understanding and support of nature was the reason she stayed in a relationship with an unashamed pedophile. She kept it a complete secret, hoping he would change, all the while he was being physically and emotionally abusive on a regular basis. She's tearing down his character, but trying to do so in a subtle manner. She gives off the impression that she's holding back on his detraction to preserve some of his reputation, when she's actually trying to destroy it as much as she possibly can. This is Jodi's version of events that led up to the killing in her own words. It's important to note that when you rehearse something in your head repeatedly, it can be as though it actually happened. And as we know, Jodi had nothing but time on her hands for the last 4.5 years. The clip will begin at the moment she dropped Travis's camera.
It slipped. It was kind of like, the best I could describe it, like when you go to catch a football but it bounces and you kind of fumble it a little, because it didn't slip and just drop. It slipped and I tried to catch it and it kind of bounced a little and then fell on the ground and bounced and rolled onto the tile. It fell first on the mat, then it rolled right onto the tile. The mat isn't very big, it's just kind of right outside the shower. At that point, he got very angry and he stepped out of the shower. He lifted me up from the crouch position with enough force that my feet came off the ground momentarily, and he body slammed me on the tile. At that point, I rolled and I ran down the hallway. I ran into the closet. I slammed the door. I start running. If you are looking at the diagram, it would be on the left side of the seat. I began running that way with my initial intent to probably run out this door. I instead went for the gun.
According to Jodi, a gun was hidden above the shelves in Travis's closet. She had discovered it a month earlier while cleaning.
I grabbed the gun. Right about then, Travis was opening the door.
Oh my god, my cousin. Oh my god.
I ran out into the bathroom. He ran, I believe, straight toward the door as well. At that point, I had run out of the bathroom and I turned and I just wanted him to stop, so I pointed the gun at him, hoping that that would just make him halt. And it didn't. Instead, he lunged at me right around the time that the gun went off. And I didn't mean for it to go off.
This is why her version has to be that Travis was shot first. According to her,
someone
it was
just
all
won
an
15
accident.
mil.
There was no intention
good for
to
them,
actually
good for them.
kill, and Travis's
Oh
death
damn, you're
was
at
the
35 mil.
unintended result
Let's
of his
go.
own
I'm like
senseless
700k
aggression.
above
So you might be
Luca.
wondering
Get
how she
wrecked.
can explain the 27 stab wounds and the laceration to his throat.
Oh yeah, don't don't shoot. What's up? What's up?
Pretty good force down in the
I
corner.
forgot to ask,
Near
but
15,
how was your day?
not quite
How was your
close.
day?
It was
Anything
near the
special
same
going
kind
on?
of
You know,
sort of
anything special?
that
How was your
area.
day?
And
Unless you're
he
just
fell
doing the
kind of on
skyblock.
top of me, but to my right.
See Discord.
I didn't want
trying
him
to
to
win.
get on top of me.
He was grabbing at my clothes.
Pretty good,
He was
nice,
trying
nice.
get on
Good to
top
hear,
of
good
me.
to hear.
I don't know where the gun went at that point. It was not in my hands anymore. If it got knocked out of my hands or if I dropped it, what.
You got your first tier 7
broke away
book from the
from him,
table. Ooh,
and as
that's
soon
a
as
lot of
broke,
money.
The moment I broke away, that's when
I
he
think,
threatened
right?
my life.
That's like,
Just
what,
to be clear on what
10 mil
Jodi
plus?
is talking about, after she accidentally shot Travis in the head, he wrestled her to the floor, but she then managed to break away, at which point he screamed the words, "I'll fucking kill you, bitch."
I'd have no clear memories after
You
that.
got crit 7? Ooh, damn, that's big, that's
Things
big.
began to get really foggy after the gun went off.
So there it is, her explanation as to why she slit the throat and continued stabbing the man she had no intention of killing is that she can't remember. The trauma of the situation caused complete memory loss, but she's able to detail how terrified she was right before her recollection goes blank.
It's hard to describe the fear. It was.
Well, it was 27,
was
but
like
the two
mortal
people
terror. It really
undercut
was.
me for
He was
23
trying to
mil.
get on
Why
top
was
of me.
that?
I
Can't you
thought
just
he
sell
was-
on
I
the
knew he
auction
threatened my
house?
life. I really thought he had intentions to kill me. So I don't remember any specifics of what happened right after that point.
This is her explanation as to why she never called the police once she came to her senses, and
It
also
is on
why
the
she went to
age,
such lengths in order to cover up her involvement.
I didn't want people to know the kinds of things that were going on in our
Like,
relationship.
you put your bin for 26 mil, and
I
then
felt that
they
if I told police
they
Travis
put
attacked
theirs
me,
for 23. Ah,
I would
gotcha.
have
That's
to
what you
give
mean. Okay.
explanation as to why he attacked me. And if I gave explanation as to why, I would have to go back through the different incidents that we'd gone through and how those things didn't really begin until after I walked in on him. I believe they were related, and I didn't ever want to go there. So it was all convoluted, and I thought that by
Because I was like, are you like trading
saying that
stuff?
that
But
would
like,
open the
you know,
door to
that's
that,
kind of
to
risky.
that. And I
There's
didn't
the auction house.
want to de-edify him.
So just
What
to
should we
abbreviate what
call
she said,
this
it was
little
all to protect
battle?
Travis's reputation. She asserts that she was so upset
just a
by the
passive
event that she
battle.
became
Nothing
suicidal,
special.
and
We're
would
not gonna call
detail
her
4
name.
different
It's
occurrences
just gonna be
in which she
between
tried,
the
but
people who
ultimately
watching
failed
the
to kill
stream.
herself.
They're gonna
The
know
first
that we're
attempt was
battling,
intended to be
or, you
by
know,
self-inflicted
stuff like that.
gunshot, and Jodi connects it to the registered gun police found in her bedroom after the arrest.
I was going to wait until I left Wairika and got to the Salinas or
But
Monterey
your
area
wither legs
so
aren't
that it
selling.
didn't
Rip, rip, rip.
happen right in my family's own backyard, so to speak. And I was leaving for that area the morning I was arrested, actually.
Her other attempts supposedly happened when she was in jail.
I had written out all my suicide letters. I sent my note, I sent them all in an envelope to my grandmother's. Do not open until November 10th, 2008. I was hoping to be dead by then. I was like giving myself a little time to get my affairs in order. I had asked for extra laundry so I could stuff it around my body because there was somebody sleeping below me and I didn't want anything to I didn't want anything to get on her. So I stuffed it around my body and got under my blankets with my razor. I never did it, obviously. I'm still here, but I was getting comfortable and I was really pissed at myself because I just wanted to be done.
The final strategy from the defense is to portray self-blame from the defendant. It's a subtle ploy to make it seem as though she's not even trying to appear innocent, and thus give credibility to everything she had stated up to this point.
Have you forgiven yourself for not finding another way out of the situation you found yourself in on June 4th?
No, I think that if I had just left before any of that happened, I have a million regrets. I mean, I was scared of him and I reacted, but I will always regret everything about that.
Do you blame yourself for not taking some other alternative measures?
Yes, I think maybe if I had handled the gun properly and I meant to just point it at him. I thought it would stop him. Then maybe he wouldn't have gotten as angry as he did. Maybe he wouldn't have threatened to kill me. I don't know.
Ma'am, do you remember having a conversation with Detective Flores of the Mesa Police Department back on July 15th of 2008?
Yes.
And this was the day that you were arrested, right?
Yes.
What's fascinating about this prosecutor's approach is that the vast majority of his cross-examination doesn't even challenge Jodi's new storyline. He simply asks specific questions within it. He puts a microscope under certain elements and lets the absurdity of it all speak for itself.
And during
You
that
can't even do dungeons until someone sells something sells because you don't have money for the chest. For what
I would
chest?
love to help you in any way that I can.
That's not true, is it?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what help means.
Yes or no? Were you there to help him?
For bedrock?
know.
Wait, what?
Were you there to tell the truth?
No.
That wasn't the truth, was it? That you were there to help him, was it?
No, that was not the truth.
You'll notice that Jodi has a hard time agreeing to details that actually conform to her own narrative. The tone of the prosecutor puts her on the defensive, and she tries her best to avoid agreeing with what he's saying, even though the actual context of his dialogue correlates with her own defense.
And in fact, you were there for a different purpose. You were there so that he wouldn't get the truth, right?
No, I was there against my will.
There's nothing that the detective ever did to get you to say whatever it was that you said at the first interview, right?
Not that I recall.
Well, again, we're with the memory issue. Ma'am, are you having problems remembering what happened back on July 15th of 2008?
No.
So he didn't do anything then, right?
Anything what?
You need another
What are we
4 or
talking
5
about,
mil
ma'am? Are you again
to
having
get
problems
it
understanding
ripped, so
what's
you
going on?
need something selling you
She can't understand this question.
Alright, nice.
Overruled. You may answer.
I don't understand his question.
Ma'am, the detective didn't do anything during the interview to cause you to lie, right?
No.
So with this interview, you then started to talk about whether or not you had been in Arizona, right?
Yes,
You said no, you hadn't been in Arizona, right?
that's right.
That's an absolute lie, right?
Yes.
And the reason that you didn't want to admit to being in Arizona is because you knew that you had killed Travis Alexander, right?
Yes.
Ma'am, after that interview, you then had another chance to have a conversation with Detective Flores the next day, right?
Yes.
And again, it was a voluntary conversation, wasn't it?
Yes.
And it was the same situation as the day before, right? He sat down, he asked you questions, right?
Yes.
That's when you changed your story, didn't you?
Yes.
Because you did not want any consequences with regard to the killing of Travis Alexander, right?
I wasn't concerned about consequences at that point. That wasn't my goal. So.
Well, was your goal to go to prison?
Not a physical prison on Earth, no. I was trying to kill myself, I think.
Ma'am, you've said that many times, that you tried to kill yourself, right? In court.
I don't know that many, but I've recounted a time that I did.
You've said it more than 3, 4, 5 times, right?
Perhaps.
It's very interesting to see which questions she tries to avoid, or which statements she outright refuses to concur with. Her suicidal tendencies were such a huge part of her own testimony, yet she just can't bring herself to agree with what was a very straightforward question from the prosecutor. The amount of times she spoke about suicide should be of no concern, unless, of course, she had an agenda behind it.
Dang,
When a
this guy's
specific topic such as this gets brought up, she all of a sudden becomes
who's
highly
this
cautious
guy?
in how she responds. Cross-examination on the actual killing started on day 39. At this moment, Jodi has already explained that she dropped the camera, was body slammed by Travis, rolled away, and had just ran into the closet to get the gun.
So then you just said that you were going over to the closet area to get the gun, right?
The guy questioning her. Yeah.
The corner, right?
He's the
And
attorney
as you
for
are
the
in that corner, he's coming
questioning,
in through
basically.
the door, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
basically
man,
something like that.
This is a very
He's
small
basically
closet, isn't it?
the questioning.
No, it's bigger than the cell that I live in.
It's bigger than what?
It's bigger than the cell that I live
he's
in.
basically questioning
it's not
her.
a small closet.
For the
Ma'am,
dead person.
we don't want to know where you live in. Do you understand that?
I'm just using that as reference. It's
Ma'am,
not small.
do you understand? Did I ask you where you were living?
No.
We're clear, right? We do not want to know where you're living right now. You understand
Yeah, you don't
that?
give a fuck.
Okay, sorry.
You run into the bathroom, don't you?
Yes.
You're in a hurry, right?
Yes.
You want to get away, right?
I want him to not get close to me.
Well, you want to get away.
He's
That's
a
what's going
savage,
on,
true.
right?
I want him to not get
Thank you
near
very
me.
much for
That's what's going
following.
on.
And so what you do then is, according to you,
And
is
the notification sound is gone.
go in here,
35%.
you
Nice,
hit it,
Luca. Let's know.
right?
Let's
And
go.
turn around.
Yes.
Thank you so much
You
for
have the
following.
gun. Which
Don't
hand do you have the
shoot.
gun in?
Both.
So, You have it out like this with both hands outstretched?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And so you have the gun outstretched, and he's still not there yet, right? He's still in the closet.
He's coming out the door as I turn.
So he's at the door now, right? And according to you, he is on you when you shoot him, right?
Not quite on me. I think the gun went off and then he impacted me right shortly after that.
And in fact, according to your testimony on direct, he falls on top of you, right?
I'm using elephant pets, Luca.
Jodi used this linebacker analogy a number of times throughout the trial. The prosecutor now asks her to give a visual example. It appeared to have no real tactical purpose, but it was certainly a welcome and somewhat comical distraction for the viewers at home amid the graphic testimony.
As he was
running.
No,
just
what do you mean,
show me. That's what I'm asking you to do, not talk. Show me. Show me the linebacker pose.
He got down and...
Well, show me the linebacker pose. That's what I'm asking for you to do.
Switch pet now?
He went
Why?
like that, and he turned his head and grabbed my waist.
Just like that, correct?
Pretty much.
And he grabbed your waist, right?
I can't say it's just like that, but that's what I remember.
Well, no, just, I want, without talking, just show me the pose.
He got down like that.
Like that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and have a seat then. After he came at you, ma'am, and that happened.
What do you mean, Luca?
Did you go down?
We both went down.
And he's still not dead, right?
Definitely not. He's very angry.
He's very angry, and this is seconds afterwards, right?
Yes.
Is he on all fours now?
He's on the side of me, grabbing at my clothes and grabbing at me.
You don't use elephant pet? Then wait, so
What
you didn't do the
happens then?
Jingles contest? So you got like what?
I break away from him
Gold?
and he screams
I mean not
out,
gold,
"Fucking kill you,
silver?
bitch."
And then what do you do?
I don't really remember. I just remember... I don't remember anything at that point, so I would be speculating.
Front.
So you don't remember a single solitary thing after that,
alright. Let's switch back.
The prosecutor for the next several hours would argue the improbability of that being the case. The memory loss caused by trauma would put Jodi's mind in a state of disorganized chaos. Yet her next steps were highly calculated, as we all know. Even going by her own narrative, she knew exactly where to strike Travis with a knife in order to kill him. She also cleaned down the crime scene and deleted the photos from Travis's camera. This argument took over 3 hours to conduct and had to be explained through the scope of mathematics and science. On paper, it was perhaps the most damning part of cross-examination, yet it was so complicated that much of the testimony could have been lost with a jury. It was in fact the start of day 44 that had the most impact. It involved the time span between the two photographs taken on Travis's camera by accident. The prosecutor's argument is that Jodi would not have enough time to carry out her version of events. He will first get her to recount all of these events in detail, and as she is doing so, will be oblivious to the prosecutor's closing argument. She will begin digging her own grave without realizing it, and it's important to note that all of what she is about to recount occurred in just 62 seconds.
This exhibit 161.
Damn. Hog, your wither list like so
camera,
nice.
According to you.
Alright, I gotta go do something. Let me see. God damn it, my cousin's in a Better Wars game. Alright, be right back. I am gonna be real quick because I need to make sure I don't let Luca pass me. But, make sure you guys just stay tuned. Just stay tuned, you know. I'm gonna put some music on, actually. I'm gonna put some music on. That's not what I meant to, but, you know, I gotta do something. So, yeah, be right back. Oh, I'm back.
Actually hit the ground, right?
Okay, we're back.
I don't know if it's hitting the ground as that photo was taken or not.
So you don't know how this photograph was taken then, right?
It could have been when I was trying to catch it. I don't know.
All right, let's see what we got.
The camera hits the ground, right?
You still shaking hands immediately. You have a competition to overtake and counter with like 70 hands. Sugarcane. Yep.
The camera hit the ground near the shower. Yes or no?
No, I said it landed on the mat.
Turn the damn music off now.
Is that near the shower?
Yes.
Is the mat on the floor near the shower?
Yes.
And the camera hitting the mat, would that be near the shower?
Yes.
And you then said that Mr. Alexander became very upset, right?
Yes.
And that's what started this whole thing out because he sort of
Let's go. I need to
shower.
What's your counter, Luca? What's your counter? What's your counter?
He picked me up.
That's coming after you, isn't it? And according to you, those movements culminated or continued when he grabbed you and put you down on the ground, right?
Yes.
And as a result of that, you said that you bumped your head or hit your head, right?
Yes.
35.2. Okay,
maybe it knocked the
still
wind
up.
out of you, right?
Yes.
And that you were in fear at that point, right?
Yes, very much.
And that you were able to fight him off so that you could get away, right?
I rolled.
You roll away and you begin to run down the hallway, right?
Yes.
And then you went into the closet, right?
How much am I? I'm close to 36 mil. Thank you, Gel Man, for following. Thank you so much.
When you went into the bathroom, you were able to turn around, if you will, and now
Thank you
you
very
have the gun
much.
in your hands, right?
I'm still above you. Let's go.
And that's when he was coming at you in this linebacker pose, right?
Around that time, yes.
And that's when you shot him in the face, right?
Yeah, that's when the gun went off.
So then, according to you,
there we go.
he
Perfect.
fell on top of you, right?
Let's go.
It was kind of on top, but maybe more to the right. I don't know. It wasn't directly on top of me. I was trying to prevent him from getting on top of me.
And that's when the memory issues started, correct?
I thought I was dead.
Right?
No.
I'd say
no, I was not dead.
Actually, man, the way you describe that, it's impossible for the killing to have happened in that manner, isn't it?
Objection argumentative.
No.
Yo, everyone chat, do you think Luca's
You'll
gonna win?
notice that Jodi evades the majority of the questions in this next segment. She starts to
Luca ain't
realize the
gonna win
argument put
against
forward
me.
is making complete sense,
Streamer
and will at all
better.
costs avoid saying yes to most of the points laid out for her. It's as though she knows a fundamental part of her storyline is about to be exposed.
We know that there's some action that is going on at 5:31:14, right? Something's going on, right?
Yes.
We also know that
But you're streaming too. Oh, true, that's true.
it's 5:32:16, which is a minute and 2 seconds later, correct?
By the way, that
So
is
you now
that's a
shot
picture
him.
of the killing.
You told us that the fog is rolling in and that you have no memory.
Except his blood.
You still don't know where the knife is, do you?
I don't remember a lot from that period. It could be.
Right, but you told us before that period even that you didn't know where the knife was. Do you remember just telling me that?
Today, as I sit here, I don't remember where the knife was. On June 4th, I might have remembered where it was.
Do you remember in cross-examination that I asked you if you knew where the knife was on June 4th? And you said, no, I don't remember where the knife was. And so as you shot Mr. Alexander, you, by necessity, then have to go look for the knife, don't you?
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, you didn't have the knife in your hand when you shot him. Did you?
Sustained.
Did you have the knife in your hand when you shot him?
Objection argumentative. It's the same question.
Overruled. No, I did not.
So, that means that if you didn't have the knife in your hand, you
Your
needed to go
display
get it from
driver
somewhere,
broke?
right?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean that your
guess, I don't
display
know.
driver?
No, there's no guessing here now.
And now Roblox broke.
If you
Oh
didn't have it in your
no.
hand and you just shot him, and
Are you
rolled
updating your
away, right?
G-Force, something like that?
Sustained.
You do then agree that if you didn't know where the knife was,
Oh god.
and Mr. Alexander didn't have it, it would take time for you to go find that knife, wouldn't it?
Objection argumentative.
Overruled.
I don't
What the
know.
hell does
I don't know where the
overruled
knife
mean?
was.
Let me see.
Right. Since you didn't know where the knife was,
I'm searching on my
it
phone,
would
of
take
course.
time to go find it, irrespective of where it was, wouldn't it?
Oh, rejected.
I guess under that theory.
Sure, under that theory.
Oh, okay.
It would take
no,
time,
Roblox
right?
screen. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess.
And
For
what you're
3 billion
telling us,
undercut Crip 7
under
book
your
now
scenario,
that's
is that
22.5
in
million.
62
Jesus Louise.
seconds,
That the person can continue asking questions.
get body slammed,
Gotcha.
you
He fixed it. Nice.
do whatever you do, but you get away. You run down the hallway.
CM, what is
you
that?
go in the closet. You grab a gun. You back up. You shoot Mr. Alexander. He goes down. He's still pawing at you and saying, "Fucking kill you, bitch." And then,
fucking kill you,
after
bitch.
you're able to get away, you go get
That's
the
the command to roll in Discord. Oh.
and he ends up at the end of the hallway, all in 62 seconds. That's what you're telling us?
No, that's not what I'm saying. And he didn't say fucking kill you, bitch, till I got away. And
pardon?
He didn't say fucking kill you, bitch, until after I got away. You said he said it before I broke away, but he said it right as I broke away.
Fine.
She just created a non-argument for the purpose of deflecting from the primary contention. Whether or not Travis said those words before or after she broke away has no bearing whatsoever on the prosecutor's assertion, which he now reiterates.
And then you had to go get the knife for everything to occur so that we got here.
I don't know all the particulars of what's going on in that picture, so I can't even say if that's true or not.
You might be thinking Jodi has an argument here, that perhaps Travis was only shot and not stabbed. This would have given reason for the blood, and contend that Jodi wouldn't have had to go looking for the knife. But the medical examiner found little to no bleeding at the site of the bullet track. The probable reason for this is that Travis was already dead. But there are also medical phenomena that could still prove Jodi's narrative to be true. What she can't prove, however, is that this blood came from the gunshot.
You say that he gets shot, right?
That's correct.
Goes down, and you describe for us that he's pawing at you, and then you're able to sort of stand up, fucking kill you, bitch, and then the fog rolls in, right?
No, then I have no memory. The fog was already there.
The fog was already there. And did you or did you not have the knife with you?
I did not.
And you obtained it at some other point when you can't tell us, right?
It would appear that way, yes.
You say it would appear that way. Let's be clear, there wasn't anybody else there, right?
That's correct.
And you did stand up at some point. You remember telling us that, right?
I believe I did.
And when you stood up, he was still on the ground, right?
I don't recall looking back.
Pardon?
I don't recall looking back.
So you were, even though he's still a threat to you, according to you, and he's just threatened your life, you turn your back on the threat?
Yeah, I'm trying to get away.
This was the time she stated verbatim, the fog was already there. Yet when she feels threatened by a question, she all of a sudden has a vivid recollection. The element of the time span between the two photographs goes on for another 45 minutes. Yet the full context of the argument had already been asserted by this point, and perhaps strengthened by Jodi's defensive posture throughout the entire exchange.
When a battered woman is attacked and they're defending their life, they don't know when to stop. Travis Alexander's body was stabbed 27 times. It may be that Jodi Arias didn't know when to stop.
Prosecution closing argument.
This individual, the defendant, Jodi Ann Arias, killed Travis Alexander. And even after stabbing him over
and over again,
and even after slashing his throat from ear to ear, and then even after taking a gun and shooting him in the face, she will not let him rest in peace. But now, instead of a gun, instead of a knife, she uses lies. This is an individual who is manipulative. This is an individual who will stop at nothing and will continue to be manipulative and will lie at every turn and at every occasion that she has. Everything in this case points to the fact that it did not happen. There are no medical reports, there are no friends, there is no one that can come in and say anything about that. There are no medical records, there is absolutely nothing. There is a direct strike to his neck, which is an indication
Homie's
of somebody
sleeping.
who is thinking.
Oh my God, that shit must be boring as fuck.
He may get away from me in the shower. he may get away from me all the way to the safe.
Homie, sleeping or crying?
He may
I don't know.
stumble his way down that hallway. But you know, I caught him. And now, rather than stabbing him anywhere else, right here. So it's a very well.
That's the sister, that's the father, I think.
What she did is that she created a lie that really involves behavior that is a hot button kind of topic. How horrific it is to be accused falsely of being a pedophile. He's not here. He's not here to say, no, that's not true. And so Snake goes to the computer and doesn't find anything there. Oh, no, I changed my mind. It was actually images. First of all, her journal indicates that there wasn't such an event. Second of all, the text messages also indicate the same thing. And what human being, if that is the allegation, if they really are caring, what human being doesn't go to the police and say, or somebody else, this person is a pedophile? What she does, well, it's the new approach. It's the new approach to pedophilia. What does she do? Well, let's jump in the sack. That's what we're going to do.
The State of Arizona versus Jodi Ann Arias, verdict, count 1. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn, in the above entitled action, upon our oaths, do find the defendant as to count 1, first-degree murder, guilty. 5 jurors find premeditated. 0 find felony murder. 7 find both premeditated and felony.
Just a couple of minutes ago, you heard the verdict from the jury. What are your thoughts?
I think I just went blank. Just, I don't know. I just feel overwhelmed. I think I just need to...
'Cause she's the murderer.
Take it a day at a time.
You, did you avoid eye contact with Travis's family while you were in there, or did you make eye contact, and what are your thoughts on that?
I typically avoided eye contact. Travis comes from a family where they all sort of look a lot alike, so when I see their faces, I see Travis. And
damn. God damn it, you're right before falling asleep. This shit's boring.
I don't want to look at that. Well, the worst outcome for me would be natural life. I would much rather die a lot sooner than later. Longevity runs in my family, and I don't want to spend the rest
Luca,
of my
get
life in
wrecked.
one
Go
place.
sleep.
So you're saying
Luca, you should go sleep, you know? Like, you know, it's pretty late for you. Like, I think it's like almost 3
Jodi
o'clock.
changed her mind about wanting to die. Again, during her plea to save her life, she was sure to mention all the charitable work she decided to take part in after being charged with first-degree murder.
A few months before trial, and by that I mean jury selection, my hair was past my waist, and I donated it. Additionally, I've designed a t-shirt. This is the t-shirt, of which 100% of the proceeds go to support nonprofit organizations which also assist other victims of domestic violence.
Almost 2 a.m. Haha, you should go sleep. You know, it's pretty late.
We can never get him back.
We are so grateful for our wonderful brother, and we feel so lucky and blessed for the time we had with Travis. However short-lived.
So go sleep, you know, Luca. Go sleep. Sleep.
We would
you know,
give
you need it.
anything to have him back. Anything. Thank you.
You're gonna do floor 7 now? Alright, bet.
The right thing, the difficult thing in this case, because it's never easy, her duty, the difficult thing to do under these circumstances.
Wait, do you have a Hyperion? Or what weapon do you use? What is your class?
Based on the mitigating circumstances and their lack of, is to return a verdict of death.
The simple question that's before you is, do you kill her? That's the question. She has done something very bad. She did. And you have convicted her for that. You have told her that she is guilty of first-degree murder for that. But the question is now, do you kill her?
State of Arizona versus Jodi Ann Arias, sentencing verdict. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn in the above entitled action, upon our oaths, unanimously find, having considered all of the facts and circumstances, that the defendant should be sentenced. No unanimous agreement. Signed, foreperson. Is this your true verdict, so say you want to know?
Yes. It is ordered. The defendant shall be incarcerated in the Department of Corrections for the rest of her natural life with no possibility of parole.
Jodi Arias is currently housed at the Arizona State Prison Complex. She maintains her innocence to this day.
Damn.
And then, uncomfortable with her handcuff situation, she then gets up off the chair, which I don't know if any of the people that I've done yet have done anything like this. She gets off the chair and then sits on the floor. And at one point on the floor, she's like this, and then she like whips her hair way back. And when she did that, I was like, ha!
I came in like a wrecking ball.
She just is a horrifying, just the way she moves. I think I said that in the other one. So she's sitting there.
Jodi
and then
Arias analysis.
This woman, I don't know, detective or something comes in. It kind of like is like, what are you doing on the floor?
Bitch, what the fuck are you up to? All right, that was cool. That was cool. And that was scary at the same time. Oh. Died into. Wait, what? Murder of Travis. Wait, of Jodi who? Yeah, it's Jodi Arias, right? Wait, as of January, doing time in Pennsylvania, less than an hour. Wait, what? I don't know what the hell that means. All right. Let's continue this, but I need to find another video. Jodi is weird. Truing. Alright, let's see. No, stupid. I'm talking about video. Okay, I need to see this video that we can watch. Wait. Oh god. Hum. Let's talk about space and aliens. Let's see this.
Question: has the state of Israel made contact with aliens? Well, according to retired Israeli General Professor Chaim Eshed, the answer is yes. Eshed served as the head of Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years, and he says that Israel and the US have both been dealing with aliens
time by not farming?
years. Now, to clarify,
what do you mean? Am I losing time?
To immigrants, Eshed is clarifying the existence of a so-called galactic federation, and the 87-year-old former space security chief told Israel's Ynet News that lots of agreements have been made between the aliens and the U.S. to try and research and understand the fabric of the universe. Well, apparently this has all been kept a secret because humanity isn't ready. And if true, it would coincide with U.S. President Donald Trump's creation of the Space Force as a fifth branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Apparently, Trump knows about the aliens, too.
Of course Trump does. Homie is freaking secretive as fuck.
Of this report. So first of all, Ariel, give us a breakdown of the most shocking revelations that Israel's former space security chief has made here.
Well, you certainly covered the most shocking ones. The claim made by Professor Chaim Eshed is that we are not alone in the universe, and not only are we not alone, we're not even alone on our own planet. The claim is that we have been visited by extraterrestrial life who have set up a joint base of operations with the United States on Mars, buried beneath the surface. He also claims that astronauts from the United States have been to Mars and are working alongside the extraterrestrials at this Mars base. This, in addition to the claims of a galactic federation, which, interestingly enough, echoes statements made in 2005 by former Canadian Defense Minister
I've
Paul
never farmed
Hellyer about
these
visits
whole
by
3 layers in my
extraterrestrials to
life.
Earth as well.
I've always
Very
just farmed
shocking
casually.
statements,
I've
but
never farmed
extraordinary
this.
claims require extraordinary
This like
proof.
sweaty, I guess.
Right. Well,
Your fingers are dying.
you guys
Haha,
with
let's
a
go,
secret
Luca.
underground base on
My
Mars
fingers
where
ain't
there are
dying.
American and alien representatives. I mean, Eshed has a serious background. This is a serious guy. Should we be taking his revelations seriously?
In the absence of such extraordinary proof, it's very difficult to take any of these claims seriously.
For
At
granted.
least not at its face value. One of the things you have to look at is just the laws of physics making things very difficult given the sheer size of space and the lack of any evidence that would directly implicate aliens in any contact in the United States or any nation on Earth. NASA's SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, has been for decades scanning the stars for any evidence at all, even distant radio signals, and has turned up very little things.
All right.
With that in mind, it can't be ruled out as a direct impossibility. After all, in the past decade, upwards of 4,000 exoplanets have been discovered, and within 1,000 light years, 20 of them quite capable of sustaining life. With that in mind, even though
Do you
the
think
laws
aliens
of
are real?
biology
I
and the
think
laws
they're
of
real.
physics are
I
the
mean,
same everywhere, the
I
chances of
definitely
having
think they're real
anything,
because
any
like
extraterrestrial visitor come here are
there's so many
extraordinarily,
worlds out there.
extraordinarily low,
We're like
given
so
the
small.
sheer distances in space.
There's
Remember,
no
1,000
possibility
light
we're the
years
only
is
ones, you know.
much longer for anything traveling below the speed
There's
of
no
light.
way, you know.
And
There
given that that
has
is
to be
pretty
other
much a
people,
hard-coded limit
other
in the laws of the
aliens
universe,
looking like that, or
anything
like
coming from
whatever
those
they look like.
distances is
You know?
virtually impossible.
Now, U.S. President Donald Trump has pushed forward the creation of the Space Force as the 5th branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. I mean, why is he doing this, and what can you tell us about this?
So it's much more likely that President Trump's pushing of the U.S. Space Force has much to do with peer-level enemy technological threats to the United States than the existence of extraterrestrial life or the visitation thereof. Over the past few years, we've seen China reveal multiple space-based weapon systems for taking out opponent satellites, and that would be United States satellites. Russia has also unveiled similar space-based capabilities. The United States and anybody else in the modern world recognizes that satellites are more or less a linchpin of any modern civilization or modern military force. If you take out satellites, you take out GPS, and suddenly all of your ground and air forces are blind, deaf, and dumb, unable to communicate with one another or figure out any positions in the
They
field.
rely
Likewise,
a lot
in the
on
same past few
satellite.
years, we've seen Russia and China develop and test hypersonic missiles. All of these are platforms that require space-based
There's
interventions
absolutely
to
no way
develop,
that
to
there's no
detect, and to interact with.
extraterrestrials,
And it's
especially with
because
this
of this you see the
situation.
United States
How
start putting more resources into
Area
this program.
51,
It's
maybe
very
there's stuff
telling that
there,
the
maybe
segments
like,
of this
you
new
know,
Space
wherever
Force
world,
are the ones
underground,
dedicated to
space,
missile
anywhere.
counteraction and
We
missile
don't know about,
technologies,
you know,
rather than anything to do with the Pentagon's
which is a
UFO
lot.
programs.
Well, why do you think that Israel's former
Same with
space security
Pentagon.
chief is revealing this information now, you know, speaking out about this?
That's really anyone's guess. He said because at this point, the climate in the world has changed to the point where people are accepting that. Certainly, we've seen over the past decade conspiracy theories.
We're gonna raid
about
Area
aliens
51
start to
for
go
real now.
mainstream.
True.
Just last year, you had 1 million people online say that they want to storm Area 51 to find out about the aliens. And we also saw declassification earlier this year by the Pentagon of UFO files. All of these things together create the atmosphere that perhaps we're not alone, and that in and of itself would allow anybody that deals with UFO things on a regular basis to come out and say, well, this is the time to throw your hat in the ring. Now, whether or not you can take this at face value, despite how high-ranking he is, goes back to the previous statement. In the absence of extraordinary evidence, it's very difficult to believe an extraordinary claim.
Okay. That was interesting.
Mars, a cold, lifeless place, yet just a few meters beneath the surface, a secret underground base hums with activity. American astronauts walk the hallways of this secret base, talking and exchanging research notes with aliens from another planet. This might sound like the opening to a fantasy novel, but according to one of the most credible individuals in the world, it's our present-day reality. Dr. Haim Eshed is not a backwoods country bumpkin talking about strange lights in the sky and little green men putting probes where the sun doesn't shine. He's one of the most respected men in Israel and America both. A former general in the Israeli military, he's also the co-founder of Israel's space agency and considered a national hero for his efforts to launch Israel into the space age. More on that, he's a professor of aeronautics and astronautics and a member of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. As far as credentials go, short of being president, he can't get any better. And he has one message for the world. Revealed in a shocking interview in early December 2020, aliens are real and the American and Israeli governments are cooperating with them. According to Dr. Eshed, aliens representing a galactic federation of like-minded species have made contact with at least 2 governments on Earth, the Israeli and American governments. At this time, it's unknown if other governments are involved and that it's likely Israel's involvement is due to American cooperation, which would mean the other close U.S. allies such as Britain and France are also likely aware of the existence of these extraterrestrials.
Oh God.
Don't worry, these aliens aren't here to eat your brains. Instead, they're curious about humanity and awaiting a time when humanity is mature enough to join their galactic federation of allied species who share the ultimate goal of understanding the universe. Well, admittedly, that's exactly what brain-eating space aliens would want you to believe. But according to Dr. Eshed, their intentions are so far peaceful. In fact, cooperation agreements have already been signed between the US and these aliens, resulting in a research laboratory on Mars itself where American astronauts work side by side with extraterrestrials. Current President Donald Trump, as of this writing, not only knows about the existence of these aliens, he nearly revealed their existence publicly, but was warned not to due to concerns over mass hysteria. Surprisingly, if Dr. Eshed's claims are true, it's the one piece of advice Donald Trump seems to have listened to. So, wait, is this for real? Let's explore the reasons why this claim is likely a fabrication and why it might actually be real. As you'll soon see, Dr. Eshed is far from the only high-level, credible individual to have come out making a startlingly similar claim.
Like so many
First,
people,
let's
like
investigate why this claim is likely false. Dr. Haim Eshed is certainly a credible witness as far as qualifications go, yet he is currently selling a book dedicated at least in part to his claims of extraterrestrial contact. That can't help but cast aspirations on his claim of space aliens. As the old saying goes, it can be hard to trust a man with a book to sell. In both the United States and Israel, though, there's another saying amongst the intelligence communities responsible for both protecting each nation's highest national secrets and discovering those of the enemies. And that saying is that aliens make great cover stories. A US CIA agent once famously said, "I love UFO stories because as long as people look up into the sky and see something weird and they're thinking alien spacecraft, they're not thinking secret US plane." This idea is pretty sound, and the fact is that it now has been proven that many UFO sightings over the years have in fact been sightings of aircrafts such as the American F-117 stealth fighter, the B-2 stealth bomber, and specially modified Black Hawk helicopters used by Special Operations Forces, especially true when those aircraft are still in their secret design and testing phases and not quite yet public knowledge. The simple truth is that aliens make for a great cover story for secret government programs, and that leads us back to Dr. Haim Eshed. Dr. Eshed has a career in Israeli military, attaining the rank of general. He also helped found the Israeli space program, a vital element of the Israeli intelligence apparatus, as it was largely geared toward establishing a space-based military and surveillance infrastructure. For a country with as many enemies as Israel, a robust space capability is of the utmost importance. While Dr. Eshed may not have been directly employed by Israel's intelligence agencies, he was no doubt heavily in support of them in his duties with Israel's space agency. Given the extremely crafty nature of Israeli intelligence operations, amongst the most legendary in the world, it's not at all unbelievable that Dr. Haim Eshed is merely fulfilling one final task on behalf of the American and Israeli intelligence services, disseminating
12 mil,
disinformation
let's
to act
go.
as a cover story for current and future secret programs. As he has himself stated publicly, he's
What do you
87
do?
years old
I have
and
no
no longer
clue.
cares about his reputation. The claims of human-alien cooperation are also dubious at best. According to Dr. Eshed, American astronauts work side by side with aliens in a secret base on Mars,
Yeah,
conducting
Luca,
research
how are you,
together.
you know?
If an alien
Lime
species
is
is
doing
intelligent
great. How
enough
are
to
you,
cross the
Luca? How
galaxy
are you?
and
You know,
get
you should
to
answer
us
like the whole
in a
paragraph,
timely
you know?
fashion, then what possible use are humans to them in conducting research? Even their calculators would be smarter than us. Having humans assist spacefaring
Dude, they're
aliens
just
in
farming. Yeah,
research
I
would be
know.
like
Just keep
inviting
doing more
a
of that,
wild
you know?
chimpanzee into a
You know, keep
research
talking,
lab
Luca.
to
Let's
help
go. Keep
develop a
talking, bro.
COVID vaccine. Given humanity's
What'd you do
behavior
today
throughout
besides
2020, both
farming, you know?
scenarios would
What'd you
likely
do?
involve equal amounts of poop throwing.
And we're watching
But
some
what if the
videos,
claims
by
are
the
real?
way, of aliens
Well,
and
there
stuff
might
like
be
that.
quite a lot of factors proving Dr. Eshed's story is actually true. First, we have Dr. Haim Eshed himself, a career military professional, co-founder of a space agency, respected academic, and no history of mental illness or delusions. He served with the Israeli space program for nearly 30 years, receiving the Israeli Defense Award 3 times,
What
twice
should
for
you do with your
technological
money? I have
inventions
no
that
clue.
remain
Luca, what
classified
should
to
you
this
do,
day.
you know?
The
You can
doctor is
enter a
clearly
whole paragraph
intelligent and possesses
with
a high amount of
oh,
integrity.
fucking hell,
Nobody
Luca.
lasts as long as he
Oh,
has
God.
in high security
Never mind,
clearance
you
work
know,
without
yeah.
impeccable integrity. In short, if anyone was gonna leak the news that aliens are real, then Dr. Eshed is quite literally the perfect, most trustworthy candidate to do so. The only possible way this announcement could have been more believable is if the claim was made by a serving head of state themselves in an official capacity. What we have here is one step short of the perfect witness, which makes it curious that his claims are so easily dismissed. Ask yourself the question, who would you believe if not a man of Dr. Eshed's qualifications? But Dr. Eshed isn't alone in his belief of extraterrestrials.
Pentagon,
In a
please.
2014 interview with Jimmy Kimmel, former President Bill Clinton said that he wouldn't be surprised if aliens visited the Earth. However, he denied knowledge of actual aliens recovered from Roswell or being held in Area 51. He's hardly the only member of his administration with a belief in aliens, though, with John Podesta, President Clinton's former chief of staff, making his belief in visiting extraterrestrials very public. But much is his former boss stopping short of confirming any
Just don't
knowledge in
spend.
government involvement.
I'll
Two
make
of the
it
most
easier,
shocking claims of
LeBron
aliens
James.
visiting
Oh my
Earth,
God.
however, come from political leaders in Canada and Russia. In 1997, Kirsan Ilumzhinov, head of the Russian-controlled Republic of Kalmykia, said that he was shocked to discover a hovering UFO right outside his balcony. The aliens flew Ilumzhinov to space and showed him the truth about UFOs. His claims prompted a bit of political panic in Russia, with some questioning his fitness to remain in office. Though, curiously, some of Russia's Duma members were
What's
concerned
up,
with the potential leaking of
dumb
classified
bitch?
state secrets
Okay,
to
nope.
alien beings, and asked for a direction
just
on
said
how
some
to
random
properly
stuff behind my
respond if
back,
approached by
just in case.
extraterrestrials. Perhaps even more shocking, though, might be the revelation of one of Canada's former defense ministers. Until today, the highest-ranked state official to reveal the potential existence of alien life on Earth. Serving from 1963 to 67 as a defense minister for America's polite top hat, Paul Hellyer shocked the world during a speech at the University of Calgary.
done
Mr.
your
Hellyer claims
your
that aliens
essay?
have been visiting
Who
Earth for
wants
thousands of
save-
years,
who
and
wants-
perhaps unsurprisingly
who
don't
wants to
seem
hear-
particularly
what?
impressed with humanity.
What?
According to him, the aliens' chief critique of humanity is that we spend entirely too much time fighting each other, spend too
Oh,
much
Jacob's
money on
content,
our
boys.
militaries, and not enough on feeding the poor and helping sick people. According to Hellyer, aliens even walk amongst us, with up to 80 different species visiting the Earth, and some looking so human that we don't even notice. The good news is that
Damn.
most of the aliens seem to be benevolent and concerned over our previous use of nuclear weapons and that we might use them again in the future. Generally concerned over humanity's future, the aliens are waiting for humanity
Eagle,
to
am I
mature
hungry?
before
No,
sharing
I'm not,
advanced
actually.
technology with us. However, several species have outright hostile intentions that we need to be wary
No,
of.
I'm not.
Though
So,
he declined
I'm
to share
fine.
any specifics
I'm
on those
completely
evil
fine. Are you hungry,
aliens.
Luca? You
Both
should
of our
get some food,
previous
you know?
figures have been
Or
painted
drink
as
some water,
crackpots
you know?
in the media, but our next witness is a real American hero and one of the few men to ever set foot on another
A
heavenly
heavenly
body, with man-made technology anyway. Astronaut Edgar D. Mitchell is famous for landing on the moon and helping save the lives of all aboard the Apollo
Now
14
you know,
mission
okay.
as it descended to the moon's surface. However, in recent years, he's also come out with claims that aliens are not just real, but actively involved in monitoring mankind. Unlike other leakers, Mitchell, however, stopped short of claiming close cooperation between aliens and world governments, and has never claimed to have met one himself. Instead, Mitchell claims that his experience in both the U.S. Air Force and NASA put him in contact with many individuals all telling the same story. UFOs have been closely monitoring humanity, and especially its nuclear weapons. In fact, he believes that their goal has been to avert a nuclear war between the U.S. and Russia, or then the Soviet Union. Mitchell's claims aren't solitary either. Over the years, dozens of nuclear facility and nuclear missile silo security, maintenance, and launch personnel have come forward, all claiming to have witnessed UFOs over nuclear facilities, and at times even shutting down nuclear missiles. In fact, the writer and researcher of this episode, having been former military and with a high security clearance, can confirm multiple sightings of UFOs over a nuclear facility, though has to stress that these were true UFOs, as in unidentified flying objects. Not necessarily of an alien origin, simply unknown. Something seems to be out there, but whether it's alien or not remains undecided. Certainly evidence is mounting, however, that somebody on Earth is flying craft with unusual flight characteristics, as shown in now multiple videos declassified by the U.S. Navy of the aircraft in pursuit of UFOs. But if these craft are truly alien or not remains unknown. Though perhaps Dr. Jaime Shed has had the answer all along. The true mystery, however, might be why a man with such impeccable credentials as Dr. Ashed is willing to risk his reputation on such outlandish claims. The truth isn't out there, it's right here. Check out Military Can't Explain These UFOs at US and Russian Nuclear Weapons.
Okay. You're gonna freaking sleep while farming? Oh my god.
NASA's pioneering New Horizons probe.
You're gonna fucking sleep while farming. Oh my god.
Dark, distant region of space
I know you wanna
at the edge of our solar system. As the New Horizons probe moves beyond its first target, Pluto, its sensors capture a large object on a mysterious trajectory. Scientists give it an ominous name, Arawan.
What?
Arawan is named after the Celtic god of death, war, terror, revenge. Not a pleasant person, as you can well imagine.
Whatever Arawan is, it's behaving strangely. It seems illuminated, but then it goes dark. It lights up and darkens in a precise rhythm. Scientists realize that this object is rotating.
Your minions make
If it's spinning once every 5.5 hours,
Louise.
that means the front edge is like 50 miles an hour.
True.
So that's like something the size of the state of Delaware completing a full spin in about a quarter of a day.
Scientists expect the Kuiper Belt to be filled with objects made of rock and ice. But Arawan's spin suggests it is made of something else.
Something else.
Arawan is spinning so fast that
You
the
heard about
centrifugal
your
force
mom?
could actually tear it apart.
Damn.
Is it made of something stronger than rock and ice?
New Horizons moves in so its sensors can get a closer look. Whatever Arawan is, we're about to find out.
Me and
But
her,
at the crucial moment,
me and her have a
the
chemistry.
probe
Have
circuits
chemistry,
suddenly,
jeez Louise.
inexplicably go dead.
All with sun transmission was cut off. It suggests that someone is monitoring our very presence.
When you're a mission operator, it's really one of the last things that you want to see. You're very concerned that there could be something seriously wrong with your spacecraft, and it's jeopardizing the mission. It does beg the question, is someone or something trying to jam NASA's signal?
Before contact is lost, scientists see that Arawan is spinning in a manner consistent with a large spaceship.
It's spinning as fast as it is.
Yes, this shit is
as though
death
it's creating
itself.
artificial gravity.
Ruin.
Spinning creates an
What's
artificial
up,
gravity environment
fuckers?
within the hollow
Anyone
center
there?
of the object, like an
'Cause
inverted
someone's
planet,
gonna come for you.
with the surface on the inside rather than the outside. NASA recognizes that long-haul space travel will only be possible if we can somehow replicate gravity.
This is not only good to keep you healthy because our body's used to gravity, but also it's just much easier to get things done than if you're not floating around the room.
Analysts compare the mystery object called Arawan with NASA's attempts at recreating gravity in space. These two were based on the concept of a spinning ship.
Engineers, scientists looked at concepts for artificial gravity, gigantic structures in space, spinning around, where on the outer edges you had forests, you had cities, you had places where people could live.
In the 1960s, NASA begins ground-based experiments on artificial gravity, building a huge research facility at Langley. Its centerpiece is a space station-scale spinning rig designed for human guinea pigs.
They would suspend a test subject sideways, spin the wheel, it's about 40 foot in diameter, have them stand on the inner parts there, and as it went 9 revolutions a minute, was about half of Earth's gravity.
That must have been the weirdest experience. It's like a fairground ride on steroids. I would never get on this thing.
Jeez,
Neither
that's
NASA
fun.
nor any other space agency is anywhere near building a spinning spacecraft on the scale of R1. What's more, whatever kind of creature might be inside R1, it's unlikely that they're anything like us. Neuropsychologist Dr. Janet Kaplan from Brandeis University has been studying the effects of artificial gravity on humans.
So the room is stationary. We're just about to start spinning. Alberto, you can start.
Okay, Jana, we are starting up, going up to speed.
So the room will accelerate to 10 RPM, which is 1 complete revolution every 6 seconds.
Kaplan's work has highlighted the immense difficulties of creating and surviving artificial gravity. Even walking is hard.
When you make a step, your leg is subject to Coriolis force deviation.
The Coriolis force is a bizarre effect that only happens in rotating environments. It causes straight-line motions to bend.
Whoa.
And it's not the only problem humans would face in a spinning craft.
We experience motion sickness. There's confusion. The person is, for all practical purposes, dysfunctional. I would estimate we maybe have 10 more minutes. I feel kind of a cold sweat. I can see the progression of the symptoms. The sweat is now over my whole body.
Oh, jeez.
There's a fine line between how much spinning the human body can tolerate. You start spinning too fast, you're gonna start blowing chunks.
In space, that can be disastrous.
It'll spread around and contaminate the air that you breathe and can cause short circuits in your electronics. It can be extremely dangerous.
Humans are some way off mastering artificial gravity. And indeed, although R1's 50-mile-an-hour surface spin is fast enough to create gravity, it's not enough gravity for human passengers. If R1 is some kind of craft, it's manned by beings who are nothing like us. The question is, what are they doing there?
If Iran is a spacecraft, why is it spinning so slowly? Could it be that what is living on it is not human-like? Could it be that what's on it is not a creature that needs artificial gravity the way that we do?
Alien beings able to operate in a gravity environment as low as this would look very different to us.
It will be a very different body, more like a blob with some tentacles.
So you could have something like your vital organs, the brain, everything's kind of centrally located, and then just squid tentacles, like almost like a sea urchin.
And there's good reason for the Arwanites to skulk in the Kuiper Belt, far from the nearest planet.
Given that there are trillions of objects out there in the Kuiper Belt, and they're too far away and too dark for us to really see, if you were an alien that wanted to set up an observation post to study these funky creatures called humans on Earth, that'd be a pretty good place to set it up.
If you're a zero-gravity life form, you want to skirt very cautiously around the planetary zone. Suddenly, places like Earth have become a danger zone, a veritable black hole.
If they tried to walk around on Earth's surface, they would just get mushed. It would not be a good place for them.
As the New Horizons probe moves away from R1, it spookily flickers back to life.
Back to life.
Whatever happened to New Horizons computers, it prevented NASA from finding out the truth about the intriguing spinning object. The origin and nature of R1 remains a mystery.
We don't have any new missions planned to Kuiper Belt at this time. It could be that we are in the dark on what Iran is for a very long time.
Damn. Okay. Oh, find a new video.
This is Earth.
Yes.
This is where you live. And this is where you live in your neighborhood, the solar system.
Yeah, we're gonna all die. True.
Here's the distance between the Earth and the Moon. Doesn't look too far, does it? Think again. At their farthest points, the Earth and the Moon are 252,088 miles away. Inside that distance, you could fit every planet in our entire solar system. But let's talk about planets.
Damn!
The Great Red Spot on Jupiter, that's about 2 times as big as Earth. And Saturn is about 9 times wider than Earth. Saturn's rings are so large that a few of the fragments within them are as large as mountains. But that's nothing compared to our sun. Just remember, this is Earth. And this is Earth from the Moon. This is Earth from Mars. Here's Earth from just behind Saturn's rings. And here's Earth from just beyond Neptune, 4 billion miles away. But a billion's a big number, so let's put that in perspective. 1 million seconds equals about 11.5 days, whereas 1 billion seconds equals over 31 years. Let's step back a bit. Here's the size of Earth compared with the size of our sun. Terrifying, right? And here's that exact same sun from the surface of Mars. As Carl Sagan once mused,
the total number of stars in the universe is larger than all the grains of sand on all the beaches of the planet Earth.
And there are some stars out there that are much, much bigger than our little wimpy sun. The biggest star we know of, VY Canis Majoris, is about 2,000 times the diameter of our sun. But none of those compares to the size of a galaxy.
Oh, Muggin.
That's because the Milky Way galaxy is huge. Its diameter is about 100,000 light years wide, which, when converted to miles, is about 621 quadrillion, 371 trillion, 192 billion, 237 million, 333,890 miles. Inside of all of that is you. You live in this tiny, tiny portion of the Milky Way. But even still, our galaxy is a little runt compared with some others. NGC 6744, a spiral galaxy similar to our own, is twice as wide as the Milky Way, stretching over 200,000 light years across. It is massive. But let's think bigger. In this picture alone, taken by the Hubble telescope, there are thousands and thousands of galaxies, each containing millions or billions of stars with their own planets.
Sun isn't even big enough to explode.
Some of the objects seen here may have formed as many as 11 billion years ago.
When it dies.
Just 3 billion years after
I don't know
the
what
Big Bang.
supernova is. I heard of it, but I don't remember what that is. Bro, fucking stop giving me scary ass music, bro. Oh my god. What's up, bitch?
This period of time is considered one of the busiest star-forming periods. And just keep this in mind. That's a picture of a very small part of the universe. So if you're ever feeling upset about your favorite show being canceled, or the fact that they play Christmas music way too early, just remember,
big boom in space.
this is your home, Earth.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna need that 4 minutes to, do some of this stuff, so we're gonna just sit here for 4 minutes, and then we're gonna just do this, because I need that 3 minutes. If I literally pause, I'm literally gonna lose gold. No thank you. But yeah. So, what's your counter, Luca? What's your counter? What's your counter? Bum ba dum bum. You're at 35.7, 62%. 35.7. Alright, good. I'm still above you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mine's at 36.5, almost 6, 36.6, 87%. Alright, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Bum ba dum bum. A minute and a half. Let's go. Alright, alright. Hum 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 hum. Alright. Alright, 1 minute. 1 minute, boys. 1 minute. Right. Um, 19 seconds. Let's go. Bum bum bum. All right, let's go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got the gold. All right, let's see what's in our subscription or who is live. Nope. Oh, okay, okay. Everyone's doing their thing. All right. We're scared for
What is
our
up, guys?
lives.
Welcome back to a brand new vlog. I wanted to start this video off on a positive note and make someone's day. You guys know me, I'm all about giving back, and out here in LA, there's a ton of me like the best with with chamoy and tahini. Am I saying it right or tahini?
No, you're saying it perfect.
Chamoy tahini.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you. Have a good one, all right? Take care, guys.
Bye.
Oh my, no, I can't waste any of it, bro. As much as I want to keep this all to myself, here. Bro, I'm telling you, this is scary.
I grew up on this. Brings me back to my childhood.
Well, guys, what a great way to start off the vlog, and I can guarantee you guys are gonna enjoy the rest of the video. Let's go. Guys, I think she actually wanted a picture. She said she's seen my videos, but she didn't recognize me like right away. But she saw other people take pictures with me, so we gotta get a picture with her, of course. You wanna take a picture?
Yes,
yes, let's do it.
You can come in here. I wanted the picture.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
You wanna hold up the money too?
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Yeah, my family, he needs money also.
Aw.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Can I get a hug?
Yeah, thank you
Oh, I
too.
love you. I
Bless
love
you
you.
too.
Thank you. God bless, okay?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so I seen this on TikTok, and you already know I had to try it with my boy Noah.
Yes, sir.
We got a water balloon tied on a little string, and we're gonna be blindfolded. You're gonna have to try to dodge the water balloon before it hits your face.
Easy, I think.
You think you could do it blindfolded?
No.
Well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna time Noah, and he's gonna time me, and the fastest time wins.
You wanna go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. Ah! Hey, don't be messing around here, bro. Hey, yo.
3, 2, 1, drop. Hey. Hey. Oh. Oh. Oh, hey, it did pop.
What the heck,
It did
dude?
pop. I mean, you did good.
Really?
Yeah, you did insane.
We have to go until it pops.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, this is...
Oh.
my ear. The water went in my ear.
Ooh.
Yo, how many seconds was that?
This one was like 5 seconds.
Okay, Noah, are you ready?
Not at all.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh.
Oh! Oh!
I knew it.
I'm hitting it again. I'm hitting it harder. Go! Yo, you're going crazy. No way. How is he dodging that? Oh, that was right by your ear. Okay, take off your blindfold. I didn't even do it.
I was like, there's no way I'm going that crazy.
Legit attempt. Go. There you go. There you go.
Nice.
It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh my God, you actually got that. Oh, wait.
It hit my ear. My other ear.
Yo, he's going crazy right now. Yo, why does it keep hitting us and not popping?
What's happening? Ow!
Why is it not popping? This is so weird. Oh, now, huh? New water balloon. Hopefully it actually pops. 3, 2, 1, go! Dude,
I'm just getting hit at this point.
Dude, what the heck is this?
I mean, at this point, I think I should just let it hit me.
I think we gotta call it quits. We're just hurting Noah now with the freaking water balloon.
You sit down.
There's no way it's gonna work on me. So it only works for FaZe Rug, huh? It only pops for FaZe Rug, huh? All right, I'm done with this one. I'm done with this.
We tried. All right, guys, so Rug just had Jay the barber pull up because he's getting a haircut in about like 10-15 minutes, but he has a huge shoot today, and I kind of wanted to prank him. I want to do something where you're just pissing him off or like kind of annoying him. Like, would you be able to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, okay, so maybe during the haircut, you should just be like spraying him a lot. Just annoy him.
Let's do it.
Brian, I'm sorry. I don't care. This is your video. You always prank me. It's time to get you back. Let's get into it.
You're not going to Drake's house.
Yeah.
You're cutting his hair tonight?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. Like the pink thing?
Yeah.
It's good.
What are you doing? What's up?
Oh, this is for my vlog.
Oh, you're vlogging?
I'm vlogging today,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Guys, this guy cuts Drake's hair. Today's a good day. I got a shoot. I can't say what kind of shoot it is. Everything is secret.
Well, I'm just gonna be vlogging around. Can I get cinematics of you for my vlog?
Yeah.
Like of you getting the haircut?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, you could vlog, bro. I feel like my fans would appreciate it. wait. Yeah, bro, just...
No, it's trying to feel your facial hair.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna trim it? Or are you
I
gonna...
want to see if it's long enough to...
I think it's good. Yo, Jay.
Oh yeah, just
Yo. Jay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
No,
man?
it's long enough. We can.
Okay. Dude, Jay, you're funny, bro.
Well, I know if
you're making me blush, man.
If we feel it out, it's better. Like, look, check it out. Like,
feel the lips too, or is that just?
Let me.
Well, yeah, you have a mustache.
Yeah, so I have to.
The bottom lip, though.
No.
Okay.
Same thing.
Jay, come on.
You have a goatee.
Most aggressive barber. Hey, Jay! Go over to look me in the eyes.
I'm done aggressive.
Y'all are messing with me.
No.
Are you sure you want my head like this?
If you could go a bit lower, cause I should have held that in.
Hey! Yo, you guys are tripping.
No, bro. You want to trim the top of it?
Yeah, just a little bit. Like the shoot. Hey, Jay, what are you doing?
I do that to trim the top.
I'm done. This is funny as fuck.
This was a barber, bro. Wait, you don't have to go that far. You don't have to go that far. Like,
no,
you were good right now.
Get the back.
I'm even getting mad now, bro. Stop tripping. He's doing his job. He's literally doing his job.
Be like, I already know you guys are trolling at this point, but I'm gonna just let it happen, bro.
We're really not.
I just know Jay's a crazy good barber, so do what you gotta do, man. You wanna kiss me on the lips? Kiss me on the lips. Like, whatever.
Whoa.
Alright, am I finished?
We're good?
Yeah. Let me just spray a little bit of aftershave.
Guys, I decided to leave the top because Noah said it looked good.
This is my vlog.
What am I supposed to refer to them to?
Cinematic.
You going off anytime soon? Definitely.
Ooh, that smells good.
Yeah.
I'm done. On his face too.
Is this
I'm done.
aftershave, bro?
Yeah, I just have to put a little more.
Are you sure it's supposed to be like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Wait,
Jay!
I have to.
Dude, I should just know when the camera comes on.
No,
you guys are
here,
trolls,
a
bro.
bit more.
Why are you taking it off of that?
Because I have to. Like,
okay,
it cleans it up a lot better. Just a bit more, bro.
Okay. Just a little.
Yeah.
Jay. Alright, we're done here. Noah, get that camera out of my face. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Jay! Man, come on! Are you gonna do this to Drake later tonight?
You like the haircut, though?
I actually do like the haircut. I don't like you, though.
Jay, you killed that.
Huh?
You killed it.
You killed
it. Stupid. I just knew it.
We wanted to give you an experience.
It was a great experience. My favorite part is when you sat on my lap. That was so fun. I'm ready for another haircut. Guys, we found an ice cream truck. Look at how lit this truck is. I think this is worth like a $500 tip.
You think so?
I mean, think about it. This video is all about spreading positive vibes, except for the fact that you just annoyed the hell out of me. We started out the video with a $1,000 tip. Why not do a $500 tip? Because that's all I have left. So, dude, I feel like such a kid right now.
I know.
I love it. Hey guys, what do you think about my cut though? Shout out Jay, except for all the sus shit that he did, man. Cool. How much is that? $13. I only have $500.
13.
Okay, well, I want to give you a tip, $500. That's all you, man. No, I'm not even joking. This is all you. I know it's a hot summer day, bro. You be driving this thing around. I hear you in my neighborhood all the time, but I never got to catch you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is 100% yours,
You're
bro.
doing it for the video.
This is real. Like, this is 100% yours.
So you're not gonna ask me for it back?
Oh no, I would never do that. I would never do that. I do it because I know you guys work hard.
That's
and
cool, man.
I want to spread positivity.
That's pretty badass.
Of course, bro. Here you go.
That's pretty nice.
Thank you. Keep up the
Nice.
grind, bro.
Damn,
Have a great day.
Have a
Okay.
nice day. Thank
All
you
right, man.
guys.
Take
Have a
care.
great one.
Is the camera off?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get that 500. I'm just imagine, bro. How messed up, bro. All right, guys. So I'm here with pro dancer Christian.
What's good, y'all?
You guys might be familiar with him. He's been in a few of my videos, and he can dance, okay? And one thing that you guys don't know about me, I used to be a pro dancer back when I was a kid.
Damn.
I didn't know that, actually.
I honestly want to just see if I have it in me to like still dance. Okay. So Christian, you're gonna do one dance move, and I'm gonna mimic it and see if I still got it in me.
All right, let's get it.
And guys, I need you all to tell me who's the better dancer. Start with something easy, because I'm like warming up.
Got you. Okay. Got you. Ready? So we're just gonna start. You're just gonna go in with your arm, and you're gonna go out.
Whoa.
Perfect. So we're gonna go one. We're just gonna go up, up. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. There you go. There you go.
Oh.
You're spot on.
Next. All right, I know I killed.
All right, ready? At 5.
Holy shit.
I'm done.
You're crushing it insane.
Crush
Yes,
that? Okay.
Ready? One more.
I'm
One more.
done.
Ready? We're just gonna do this.
Shut up, man.
Easy. Easy.
Oh, like teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah. Going back. There you go. There we go. Guys, happy America's Got Talent right here.
Thank you, guys.
America's Got Talent.
I gotta go to my shoot. Can I get that camera so I can transition to, first person? All right.
Peace out.
See you guys. See you later, man. All right, guys. I'm here with all the boys. Say what's up.
What's up?
So I thought it would be fun if we played a little game. We all have our first gamer tags written down with cameraman Macho, and whoever could guess which gamer tag goes to who wins the game. I think everyone's first gamer tag is a bit cringe. I was like 12 or 11 when I made it. So.
Yeah, I know. 13 or 14. Very young.
All right, guys. The first gamer tag is Exodia_Styles.
That one's swag. No! Come on.
Okay.
I think that's Booyah.
What?
No.
What? It's one of them.
Hold on. Dante.
It's Dante.
Oh, Jodi a style.
I was in a sniping class.
Alright,
All right. The next one is XXKilla-Legend XX.
Oh my gosh, you already know.
Dante.
No.
Wait, hold on.
Jay.
No.
Oh, what?
That's Adapt.
That's correct. Yeah.
Oh,
Third one is XX Chase 4XX.
Ah, that's obviously Booyah. Chase.
So the fourth one is XWSJ JoJo.
Jay.
Of course it has
The
J.
last one is Rug.
I didn't know like what that was. I was in the clan back then too.
The next one is L4D13S
Oh, wait, no,
space
that's never mind. There's no way
M49
that's
space
him.
1119.
Yo,
Oh, that is.
Wait, what in the world? What is No, that dude.
It's me.
What?
Guys, it's not L4D. It's Ladies Man 1119. I spelled it all with numbers. Ladies Man, bro. Come on.
Ladies
That's
man.
Agony Justice.
Swag.
Cool.
When did you get agony? That was my PlayStation age.
Hey! I got it. All right, guys. Well, that wraps up the segment of FaZe Clan members' first gamer tags. Thank you. Yo, it's midnight right now, and there's. Do you guys hear that? Noah, what the hell is that?
Wife Gabe Gabber. How is that midnight, bro?
No, I'm sleeping, bro.
Are you pranking me right now?
Are you kidding me? Are you
Oh, it is
pranking
midnight.
me? I'm scared to go open the door. No, I'm being dead ass. I just grabbed the camera just in case. Holy crap. Yo, hold on. Is it the cops or something?
Wife Gabber. Oh my god.
Wait, don't open it. Wait, see. Who is it? Security. Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh. Wait, what happened? What happened?
What?
Christian?
Gentleman?
Yeah, that's
That's my
Christian.
friend, bro.
Yo.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, this is
absolutely.
Christian. Wait, what happened? What happened?
No, I was just knocking and then he just came up to me and was
Wait.
like acting like he didn't know me or anything.
Wait, Christian, why are you here this late? Did you know that he was coming?
No, he was here earlier, but like I thought you left. Did you leave something?
Okay, there's no
No, I
danger or anything. Thank you for doing your job like that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for
Jesus,
that.
man.
No, he's good though. He's valid. He's valid.
Yeah,
He can
thank
come
you.
in.
Wait, what's good?
Appreciate you.
What's up?
Yo, Christian.
Bro, why the fuck do skinny people want to fucking fight me so bad, bro?
Did you know he was
Oh my
coming?
god, I hate these people. Same as school,
Dude,
bro.
obviously the security guard's gonna
Like,
trip out.
goddamn, bro, you're not
Dude, you were
gonna fucking
dancing
fight
earlier, I
some
wanted to give you
big
some
ass
tips.
dude up.
This guy
They're
does not
gonna
mess
just
around.
fucking trample your ass. Like, the fuck? This dude, bro. Oh my god.
That was one of the biggest scares, bro. The way why was he banging so loud? Like he couldn't just say.
Hey, honestly, it's better that he does that in case someone that's not Christian.
No, it's
tries
better
to
that he
break
does that, but you can't like give me a phone call like yo, like why is he like boom, 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 boom?
Okay, in a real situation, he has to be banging.
That's
what if
scary.
you're sleeping, you don't hear your phone?
I know you're right. No,
That's
that's
true.
hey, shout out my security guard. Get the hell out of my house. You can't stay. Get out.
I
No,
thought you were gonna dance.
Go home, bro. Go home. Seriously. Bro, what the hell was that? Guys, I just got back from a 6-hour shoot, threw the camera on the stand and just slept. And an hour later, I just wake up to that. I'm so confused. Dude, no.
So we're not dancing.
We're not dancing. Get out of here. Get out of here. Guys, listen, actually, that's the end of the vlog. I love you all so much. If you made it all the way to the end, comment the words good vibes in the comment section down below.
Wow, we love that.
Just good vibes, okay? Not great
What
vibes.
about great vibes?
Great vibes or good
What about
vibes?
like amazing vibes?
Listen, Noah, stop it,
What
guys. I'll
about
see you all with the next
incredible
video. Subscribe. I love you.
Alright. I think I'm gonna end the stream off. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna end this stream off. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you guys liked it. Luca, this competition still goes on, you know, stuff like that. But alright. Alright. Comment bad vibes. Oh my god, no, I'm not doing that. But I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. And Luca, this competition still goes on. I'm gonna whoop you. Trust me, I'm gonna whoop you. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Alright. Thank you so much for the 2 new followers. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Bye everyone.